What up, guys? What's up? We back. What's going on? What up, Beast Mode? What up, Zeb? What's up, JD? What's up, Luke? What is up, guys? What's up, Brayton? What's going on, guys? What up? What's going on? Ernest in the house. Lewis here. What up, guys? Carson, what up? Clemson, what up, Luke? Christian, what's up, guys? What is going on? Joshua K in the house. What up, guys? What up? What's going on? Yeah, I had to go get my beer, dude. I had to go get my beer. So now we can start this stream off right. Yeah, he is, Zeb. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. What's up, though, guys? Hold on 1 second. I gotta do one thing. Hold on. Hold on, guys. There we go. All right, that's better. No, Blue Moon. Blue Moon. Blue Moon. What up, Goose? What's going on? All right, so we're going to do something a little different. We're going to open this stream up to you guys tonight. So if y'all want to come up in here and talk to me, you can do that. I'm going to put the link in the chat. But so here's the thing. You got to put your name when you come up in here, because if I don't know you and I don't recognize the name, really? You're going to hijack the stream? So, you got to put your name on the stream or on your when you enter the broadcast studio. If you don't have a name, you're not getting in here. And if you do something stupid, your ass is going to get banned quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, if y'all want to come up in here and talk to me, you can do that. But if there's no name on the stream, then you ain't getting let in here. So, that's basic rules there. What up, Darkness? What's up, guys? So I'm going to open this one up to all of y'all. So hold on a sec. Let me drop this link in the chat so you guys can get here. So do we understand the rules? Everybody cool with that? Y'all cool with that? Do we understand how this is going to roll? All right, good. 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 So let me turn the volume on my computer up so I can hear y'all when you come up in here. All right, cool. So if y'all want to chat, there it is. I want to get you guys' feelings on this, because I'll tell you a couple of things, right? I'm getting awfully I defended. Well, I shouldn't say defended. I didn't want to trash Cam or give up. I shouldn't say trash. I didn't want to give up on him for a while. You know, that's our quarterback, and you know Belichick was sticking with him. So that's kind of how how we were gonna roll with it. I didn't want to give up on him. I didn't want to give up on him until the last. I tried to stick with him for as long as I could. THPJ, I see you in there, man. Hey, man, I was gonna get to you, dude. I was gonna get to you, Jay. If you want to come back in here, you can, man. I did see you there. Mike is lagging. All right, hold on a sec. We'll fix that. Hold on. We will fix that. Hold on a second. We should be good to go now. What up, Coach? All right, so hold up, Jay. Give me 1 second, but so I'll bring you in here in 1 sec, Jay. Like I said, I didn't want to give up on him. I tried to stick with him as long as I could, but I'm just tired of seeing the same mistakes over and over and over, guys. That's just you know what I mean? It's just tiring to watch. I'm ready for Stidham. I think we got to find out even if he sucks, he still couldn't be any worse than Cam, because Cam is not playing good right now. So hold up, we got THPJ. Let me bring him up in here. Now remember, if you do something stupid, you're gonna get banned in a hurry. That way you're never coming back. So act accordingly. What up, Jay?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? So are you a Pats fan, or are you an outside, or are you a fan of another team?
I'm a Patriots fan.
So what do you think, dude? Are you giving up on Newton? Or what do you think, dude? That was, talk about a roller coaster of a ride. 45-0.
Yeah.
45-0 against the Chargers, and an absolute demolished them. And then we just come to the Rams, and they just get nothing.
Yeah, it was like a change of emotions like throughout the year for like a Patriots fan. Like at first, like at the start of the season, I thought we was gonna do like some good things, but then like it just went downhill fast. You know what I mean?
I was thinking if we could get the Cam Newton that played against Seattle, that Cam Newton, if we could get that version of him on a weekly basis, this team would be pretty good, because he was good in that Seattle game. He was really good, actually. And ever since then, it just went downhill, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like giving up on him because he's the quarterback. And Bill, I see you, Lewis. I'll get right to you, man. I see how, he's the quarterback, and Bill seems to be sticking with him. So it's tough to if he's not the guy, and it seems like Bill and Josh know he's not the guy, then we might as well just we got to see if Stidham's not the guy, then they have to see like what he hasn't started a game. So it's like I say let him start. At this point, it's like a 5% chance we make the playoffs. It's like I say let him start.
Yeah, I don't think Stidham's the guy though.
Me either, dude. I don't believe in either one of them.
Yeah. I mean,
what's up, Lewis?
Cam played good in Baltimore too against
What's
Baltimore.
up, Butcher?
He played pretty good, I think.
Yeah, dude, he did. Like, I don't know, man. Lewis, what do you think, dude? Are you giving up on? Are you turning the page on Newton?
I mean, I like Cam as a person, but I think I'm done with him.
That is one thing I will give him throughout this whole year, right? That's one thing I will definitely give him throughout this year. The dude has been an excellent teammate. He's said the right things. He's done the right things. He's taken the coaching. He's taken the criticism. The Boston media's they've been rough with him. They've hammered him for the last month about these bad performances, and he's kind of taken it like a champion. And it's because that's one of the character issues was a huge issue for me coming in. I didn't know if he was gonna mesh well with the system, and that the character issues haven't been the issue at all. It's the guy I think his body's just breaking down on him. I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so. He was a pretty good quarterback. Like I thought he was gonna be good because he played good the first couple of weeks, and then after he got COVID, it just went downhill from there.
After he got sick and came back, that was like it was bad. The train went off the tracks from there, man. It was that was tough. And then because they gave Kansas City a run for their money without Newton. Like without Newton, you know what I mean? They gave him a run for their money without him, and I think the dudes every time they try and push the ball down the field, it's not good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look natural. Like he's got to put like so much effort into trying to like. I think that shoulder is hurt. If you want my opinion, I think that they underestimated how bad his shoulder was. That's what I think. And now that they, now that they're actually seeing that he can't push the ball down the field, and they don't have because they don't, as little as they trust Cam Newton, they trust Stidham even less.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's just Cam, like he praises Bill so much to where Bill just loves that.
Dude, let's be. He's said it on multiple times. Bill has said it a couple of times now in a couple of different interviews. That at this point in his career, he just wants to coach guys that he basically wants to. He's done with dealing like with some of the divas, and it's like, but dude, like you need talent. Like you can't win a Super Bowl with a bunch of C+ guys. You have to have a couple of A and B guys tossed in there to, you know what I mean? Like it just can't happen.
Yeah, everything you said in yesterday's stream, I 100% agree with about Bill and his draft picks.
Did you see that? Did any of you guys actually watch the game? Did you watch the game?
I was watching the game.
Did you see the graphic that they put up about the receivers that he picked?
Yeah, out of all the wide receivers, only one has had a 100-yard game. Wow. Like, I'm just like,
well,
what the hell?
just the last like 8 years have been really, really bad for receiver. Like he's swung and missed a lot, and it's, you know what I think too. I think Bill. I think two things. I think Brady underestimated how good or how important coaching is in this league, because Arians is clueless on how to manage a game, how to. You know what I mean? How to utilize Brady's skill set, because Brady's skill set's never been the deep ball. It's always been those intermediate routes and just being like a freaking surgeon with the football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's trying to have Brady throw this deep ball, and it's like it's just painful. It's painful to watch Brady try and work in that Tampa offense. And then I also think Belichick underestimated how much Brady was actually able to take those C- to D+ receivers and turn him into like a B+ guy and work with him. You know what I mean? And work around his bad, work with bad talent or mediocre at best talent throughout the years. And this is what happens when you have a mediocre quarterback and mediocre talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brady was such a huge part of this offense and hiding those deficiencies for years and years. And that massive like cushion isn't there anymore.
Because I feel like from years 2015 and like 2016, Brady's had B+. Like all the wide receivers have been like B's, B+.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
all of a sudden, 2019, you have two undrafted dudes. You have a bust wide receiver. Like that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and then last year too, when you like saw it, you had Josh Gordon, Demaryius Thomas, N'Keal Harry, Edelman, all of those dudes. I thought that team would be stacked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Notice how Brady's best years were when he had Randy Moss, the undefeated season, when he actually had a good target to throw to.
You know what I find really entertaining about Tampa Bay in the receiving core down there? His favorite target isn't Mike Evans. It's Chris Godwin. It's the slot guy, the fast, the speedy, shifty little slot guy down there in Chris Godwin. And it's funny though, because it's not the deep ball guy, Mike Evans. It's not the home run ball. It's the guy that's going to catch everything, and he's going to sacrifice his body over the middle of the field. That's
Mike Evans has like no toughness to him. He just
Yeah.
go deep, throw it
He's
up.
throwing. His two main targets down there are Gronkowski and Chris Godwin. And he's doing the same thing he was doing up here, except down there. And Bruce Arians is too stupid to do. Too stupid to realize it.
Yeah.
This was bad though, guys. This game was. I mean that. I think the first drive. You remember the set? What was that? The third play from scrimmage where the Akers ripped off that like 55-yard run, right up the middle, right up the middle of the defense, and ran it for
Was a
55
missed
yards.
tackle by like J.C. Jackson that went for 25 yards. Then the second play, I forgot. I think it was another 10-yard pass.
They were just that run game just absolutely tore the Pats up. Akers had 171 all-purpose yards, 140 of it on the ground. I think it was insane. He was just eating them up. Like that front four has got to they got to play better. They have to. It's like they can't do like. They beat the Chargers because they blitzed the crap out of them. It seemed like every other play was a blitz. They were blitzing and stunting, and this was like I don't like. Listen. I've never been a fan of like the kids and the coaches on the same team. It's like in a game that this is what really got me last night. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like this is what really got me too. It was Steve Belichick is calling probably, if I had to guess, probably 40% of the defensive plays. You know what I mean? In a game like that where it's must win, tell Junior to go take a seat on the bench and call that game yourself. It's a must-win game. I want Bill calling the defensive plays on that game. That's what that game last night was too important to let your kid have any. No offense, but like that's too important. Like that's a game where you as a head coach need to be like, sorry, bud, but I'm taking. We need this win, like to stay alive. Like, no, you're not calling any plays today.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And every other play was a run for the Patriots.
And then Josh McDaniels, the same thing. He, like, there was no creativity. The offense was. I mean, there was no creativity. N'Keal Harry actually made two really good catches. He mossed that one dude down the sidelines, jumped right up over the top of him. And they after he made that good catch, they didn't go to him until like the third quarter again. It's like that's what you brought the guy in here for. That's what you brought a big physical receiver like that for, is to throw him those 50-50 balls and have him go get him and fight for him. And I mean, I know he struggled this year, but you gotta, as an offensive, you gotta try something. You gotta do something. He made no adjustments. It was painful to watch.
It really was.
And then Harry had that deep route to where he got held, but Cam just missed him.
Yeah, he was wide open down the sideline, and he missed him.
Like that could have gone for 6.
Really could have.
That one, I know what you're talking about. He overthrew him by about like he overthrew him, right?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. If he hit him in stride, that was a touchdown.
Yeah. And then the play that killed me was the goal line stop.
3 runs, or what was it? 4 runs in a. It's like, come on, dude. Like
this season's Pats, you could sit down and tell every play that they're going to run.
Dude, that's part of the issue that they have, man. They've been super predictable. Like if you stop the run on them, they got nothing else, because Josh and Bill are scared to death of Darkness. I see you there, Darkness. If you want to, you can come in here.
I got a question.
Go for it. What's up?
Do you think did you see the pick 6?
Yeah.
Did you think that was a hold? I thought they might call holding on Aaron Donald.
I thought he kind of hooked him a little bit. I don't know if it was enough to throw a flag on, but he definitely hooked his arm there for like a half a second.
Yeah, but he wouldn't let him do the screen route. That's what, and then like it was an easy pick.
And
6.
then Lewis, the one that you're talking about, I remember. That's the one where they should have called the defensive holding, where they had N'Keal Harry by the damn shoulder and they missed it.
But even
And it was
that,
third
Harry
down.
was still open.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
And that was a third down
the thing
play,
about
too.
Cam Newton too is that all last year, the years before, Brady has that factor to where he can just throw away like the ball.
Yeah.
He never throws it away.
I think a big part of where Cam struggles is I think he's too like. I don't know if his confidence is very high because he holds on the ball. He holds onto the ball for a long time. It's
Yeah,
like
like Brady
like
just
there were
throws
there
it
were
away.
there were
You
plays
never-
to be made yesterday, right? There were plays to be made. There were guys open, and I remember just sitting there watching and calling the game and just be like, "Dude, throw it! He's open! Like throw it now! Throw it right now! Like it's snap 1 2 3 drop back half a second throw." You know,
I think it was the third offensive play. Harry was open on a route, but Newton just didn't see him.
See, I don't want. I was upset last night. I'm upset with Belichick, the GM. That's what I'm upset with. Belichick, the coach, is one of the greatest. You could probably put him top 3 coaches to ever step foot on a football field.
Yeah.
Belichick, the GM, and I don't want him fired. Let me make that perfectly clear. I don't want him fired.
Yeah, of course.
What I do want is to just crank the heat up on him a little bit so he can get back on his game. I don't want Belichick fired. I don't.
But the thing about it is that no one around Belichick can like challenge him.
See, that's where you have to like make the sacrifice because if let's be real, guys.
Josh
I'll
McDaniels
ask
can't
you guys,
challenge
right? I'll ask you this: if you're Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft comes to you and says, "Guess what, Bill? We're gonna take some of your
Going to leave.
GM, we're going to take some of your GM responsibilities from you." What do you think his response is going to be?
Bill is going to leave.
People might be
Yeah,
upset.
thanks, Robert. Here's a middle finger to you, and I'm out. Goodbye. That's what his response is going to be.
He has no
So
one
that's
to
why they
challenge
can't do that.
Like Josh McDaniels can't challenge him. No one can.
No. There's been multiple reports out that the Patriots have some of the best scouts in the league, and Bill doesn't listen to them. I don't know if they're true,
'Cause
but
I
I've
heard
definitely heard those. I've definitely heard those rumors.
Because I heard that Bill doesn't go to like scout meetings.
No, he doesn't go to anything. He doesn't listen to any of them.
Yeah.
I think Harry still has potential, though. I'm not giving up on the kid Harry yet. I think he still could be something.
They kind of backed themselves into this corner too because Kraft made him the GM. That was his biggest mistake.
Yeah.
He made him the GM way back. They should have had. What's up, Catfish Terry? They should have had a
Matthew Crosby.
a GM appointed. That way, there's somebody because it's a checks and balances system. Like the owner, the GM and the coach talk, and then they answer to the owner. Like there's no checks and balances. Belichick is the law there, and that's it. And it ends with him, and it's like that in a good way. That can be a good thing. But now we're starting to see that the last 8 years he's struggled in the draft big time.
Because I feel like Belichick too, even coaching, like he does everything. I feel like he doesn't trust anyone. That dude doesn't trust anyone.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's not at all. Nope. He and dude, he's the mastermind behind like no matter what. Matt Patricia left, right? Everybody thought, oh, Patricia's a great defensive coordinator and he's a defensive minded dude. He went to Detroit. And look at Detroit. Their defense sucks.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, guys. It's all throughout these past 20 seasons. It's Bill. He's been the mastermind behind all this. He's a brilliant coach. Brilliant.
Yeah.
One of the top 3 coaches to ever set foot on a football field, but by far no contest. But dude, I tell you one thing: we as Pats fans and all of Pats Nation has got to hope that he gets back on the draft board and gets back to work and back to business and starts draft. He's been in about a 9-year drought now. He's got to get back to it and get back to work because there's a lot. We got to fill a lot of talent voids to be back
honestly,
into contention.
If they were to make the playoffs this year, Bill, he would have like chilled off the whole next season. But if we weren't to, then the pressure would be on him.
Yeah.
Because he's the type of guy to where if we make the playoffs this year, next year he'll sign basically nobody. He'll spend no money.
Yeah.
He'll just he's a bad roster.
I think one of the biggest problems we're running. I just think one of the biggest problems we're running into, guys, is that the bad drafting is it's finally catching up with them. You know, it's finally the bad drafting over the years and not replenishing the talent. You know, in important positions is finally catching up with them, and it's like. Unfortunately, it's happening all at once. It's not like it's like one position at a time. It was like, and then what really crushed them too is that whole linebacking core left. Like almost every one of those guys took off to other teams, and then you had Hightower opt out, right? And then Patrick Chung's a physical safety, and like you know what I mean, like he opted out too. It's. They had 9 opt-outs. It's just this was going to be a tough year from the start. It was going to be a tough year from the start.
Yeah, but I feel like they built a core that can go, but I feel like defensively they need to draft safeties because this team is getting old.
Yeah, Devin McCourty. McCourty's not going to be in the league for much longer. They're good. I like Kyle Duggar a lot. I think he's going to be good. I think
because I feel like he has potential.
He got beat once or twice yesterday, but for the most part, I thought he was okay. The thing that really I don't know about you guys, but the thing that really surprised me was the O-line has played really good pretty much the entirety of the year, and they sucked yesterday. They were awful.
I mean, the Rams have like the best D line in like the league, so I'm not really gonna blame the O line for that.
Yeah, but, I mean, Brockers and Donald are ridiculous.
But there was this one play where Cam got sacked and the blitzer went right through. Like I forgot what play, but the blitzer he ran right through the back.
I remember seeing Aaron Donald bull rush. I think it was Shaq Mason one play, and it was just like he made him look like a child. And Shaq Mason's not a small dude.
And usually in the past, guys like J.J. Watt, Donald, usually those guys would be covered. You would barely see them, but this year, that stuff's been different.
Yeah, no, that's one of the most surprising things to me yesterday was the O-line played so bad. They played bad.
Yeah.
Cuz I don't care who was back there. They were going to get bull rushed and crushed. It was I don't care who was back there. They were going to have a bad night.
I mean,
so what do you guys think? Do they trade Gilmore next year to get some capital to maybe go get a receiver or do you think he's still a Patriot?
I think
he's the questionable one because you could get a haul for him. You could get an absolute haul for him.
Yeah, but I don't think they can trade him after the season. I think Gilmore can leave.
I think they could get like a 10th pick, like the first round 10th pick.
See, I'm not sure on the particulars of Gilmore's contract, but like they could get a haul for him. They could get enough draft capital to probably move up to somewhere around the 10th pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bill can draft another bust.
But see, that's the other part of it too. Like, do you really have a lot of faith in Bill Belichick to use that 10th overall pick to draft the you know what I mean? Like I don't know, his drafting has been sketchy at best the last 8 years. So it's like even if we do move Gilmore and get some collateral to get up, maybe like top 10, maybe like the 10th pick, it's like it doesn't invoke too much confidence. You know what I mean? It really doesn't invoke too much confidence.
But do you see like Jimmy G like having a chance just to come back here?
Now, see, here's the thing. Just from watching Garoppolo out in San Fran, dude, I don't want that kid anywhere near this team. He's made of glass. He can't stay on the field.
That's Bill's guy.
It is Bill's guy though. Like I will, like yeah, like he's like he yeah. But
Bill
I don't want Jimmy. I really don't. I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want Jimmy Garoppolo here because I don't think we could depend on him. One bad hit and he's, you know what I mean? Like I think he's too fragile. I think he's too fragile.
Yeah.
I think Jacoby Brissett is a great quarterback. We should have held on to me.
I mean,
See, there was talk about him like a week ago or 2 weeks ago about maybe seeing if they could get Brissett back in here just as a stopgap, and I wouldn't be 100% against that. You know,
We had 3 starting quarterbacks, and now we have none.
like I said in my stream last night, the thing that upsets me the most is they blew the transition. They had no plan. I think Bill thought that Brady was never going to leave and that he was just bluffing and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't leave. And once Brady called his bluff and left, I don't think they had a plan. I don't think there was any plan in place for that. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't think there was any plan in place for that.
Yeah.
I don't know how many picks we get this year, Zeb. I don't know. I know we have a couple extra, but I'm not sure on the amount. I'm like, it's like beating your head against a brick wall though, because it's like we've seen the same thing from Cam for the last 5 weeks now. It's like just put Stidham in there. Like just you know what I mean? As crappy as that sounds, and it's like.
But I still feel like Stidham has potential, but I feel like his pocket presence just isn't there yet.
Oh, it sucks, dude. He has no awareness on the field whatsoever. He gets hit. He can't feel pressure for the life of him. You saw when he gets. You saw him. You saw him
from behind.
He can't feel pressure at all. He can't step up in the pocket. But you know what? Like I say, give him one game. Give him this game. You know, give him this game.
I say
you got
give him
10
3
days.
games.
You got 10 days to get him ready.
I say
You
give him
got
3
you got 10
games.
days to get him ready. You know what I mean?
I say give him 3 games. He plays against the
I just want to
Dolphins.
see what we have in him. If he sucks, he sucks. It is what it is. He's probably going to, but you know what? Like, it's just, to me, it's just time. It's just like Cam has had all this time to show. I kind of feel bad for him too, because I think Cam, like I said, I think Cam is a good teammate. He's done everything Bill has asked him to do, and he's been you know what I mean? He hasn't thrown any of his teammates under the bus, and I will say this, that the touchdown that he scored, what was it? Not this game, but the Charger game where he was hit at the 2 and then he
Yeah.
turned around backwards and forced his way. Remember, he forced his way in back. He had to basically back his way into the end zone.
Yeah.
And he get hit from both sides. Like, the dude's willing to sacrifice his body and play for the team, which is good. Like, that's like, he was kind of a me guy in Carolina, and I think that attitude has changed, which is I give him full credit for that. Like I will 100. He has not been a bad teammate. I just think that the physical abilities just ain't there.
Because
I
I
just think
feel
they're not there.
because I feel like Cam is gone in general. Because like when he runs, he is so slow. Sometimes he trips over his feet. I'm just like, damn.
You know what I think that is though? I mean, I'll leave it to you guys, but I think he's hesitating. I think he's hesitating because it's like what Josh should be telling him is, look, Cam, make 3 reads, make 3 reads, and if it's not there, do you, do what Super Cam does. Pull that ball down and run with it. Just make sure. I would just say, just make sure you slide. Don't. You know what I mean? Like, just slide.
But Cam is so slow to where it is. Like he's a Ferrari with 100K. Like he's a Ferrari with like 100K on it.
Yeah, he's the sports car with the wore out he's the Ferrari with unfortunately the wore out engine. That's what it is.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him.
We got somebody new. Hold on one sec. Patriots 24/7. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Something I need to say.
Go for it.
I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this through Pat's Nation. Just like this is Cam's first year. He has no weapons. This is Bill Belichick. Just take it easy, Cam. It's too early to judge him. He has nobody.
I'll say this though, Pat's 24/7. I will be interested. I'm interested in seeing what Cam is gonna, if they do keep him, and this is a big if, because I don't know what his future is gonna be, but I am interested.
Don't worry, they'll keep him. Listen,
there is a chance that there is a definite chance that he does. There's a definite chance that they keep him. I know that for a fact. Like there's a definite chance there. What I want to see is if we get a regular off season, right? And the full off season and the training camp and mini camp and all the stuff that goes along with it that builds chemistry. And let's say they do keep him for cheap money. I would be very interested to see where he's at developmentally. You know what I mean? Like chemistry wise, developmental wise. That is definitely an interesting topic for me.
Yeah, we'll be a better team, next year.
That's what I'm
This year is just to see who's on the team or not. Apparently, it appears that nobody can. And so it appears like Bill Belichick has to draft some talent, which he will. This is Cam's first year. We have the hardest offense probably in NFL history. He is not Tom Brady. Actually, it's not fair to compare Tom Brady and Cam Newton to each other because their play style is very different. Cam Newton is not.
I'll give you that, dude. It's definitely not fit. You can't compare. I'll give you that. You can't compare Tom Brady to Cam Newton. You can't do that because they're just not the same. They're not the same. They're the same. Like I said, I would be very curious to see how Cam does with an actual supporting cast and with an off season. That would be an intriguing thing to me.
We'll be better. Cam Newton's a run-and-pound quarterback. He's like a run-and-pound quarterback. Brady is like a quick release type of quarterback. This year is just a rebuild. This is the way how I see it. It's not that Bill Belichick is back. Like, it's not that Cam Newton is washed. And we just gotta give this some time.
Like I said, I'll give I'll say one of the things. I give Cam credit for a lot of things because I do think he's trying, because that game where he went to Josh McDaniels and physically said, like, I'm so like you could tell like he knew he played bad and he went to Josh and was just thankful they won. When he said I'm sorry, man. I'm talking about the quote on the sidelines where he's like, I'm sorry, man. And Josh looked at him and was like, we won. So he's I had
It's
I
just
was
that.
I
It's
had
just
I
that.
what my one of my things was I didn't know how the chemistry was gonna. It's just okay. So the surprising thing to me was the chemistry wasn't. It's not. It hasn't been the problem from the start. It's the it's on the athletic end, which has just been like because I know he was like, dude, he won the MVP in 2015. That's 4 or 5 years ago. That's not like it's 10 years ago.
No,
It's
what I'm trying to say
relatively,
is,
and he's only 31.
what I'm trying to say is, we need to give Cameron, I would say, a decent ass running back, some good receivers. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not a Tom Brady.
No,
He's not a throwing quarterback. He's a run and pound quarterback.
but
That's what
he's
people can't
definitely
comprehend.
capable of making a couple of reads. He can make two or three reads. Like let's be honest
Yeah.
too. If this team, what would be really interesting? If this team had a tight end, because Greg Olson was such a massive part of the success for Cam down in Carolina. If he had a functioning tight end that
Hmm.
he could throw to, I would be curious to see how he would do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Bill Belichick, he has time to pick. Actually, this all season, he's going to draft someone. He ain't going to skip out on the draft this year. This year lets him know, hey, Cam needs some guys. He needs a decent running back. He needs the old line. Bill Belichick is going to draft.
I
Bill
just
Belichick ain't gonna let his roster suck up the joint next year. I just
yeah.
think the Patriots are gonna be good next year, and all you Brady fans, I'm not talking to Patriot fans. I'm talking to Brady fans. All
Yeah,
you
you're talking
Brady,
guys that are yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
all you
Go for it.
Brady fans with the Cam racist hate, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him cherish in New England. Watch.
Yeah, but I can agree, but I just feel like his shoulder, the way he throws the ball, like most
That
of his
Cam is
picks
not the
have been
throwing
batted
see that
down.
quarterback.
that's one thing. That's one thing that I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that shoulder being worse than they're letting on. That's what I'm afraid of.
Like I remember
That's
he
what
threw
I'm
a ball
saying. We need
last
a
night that got batted. Jacoby Myers ran like 5 yards just to catch it.
Yeah. I just I hope
That's what
that
I'm
the
saying.
shoulder's not
Like,
hurt. You know what I mean? I hope the shoulder's not hurt. But I just
give him a
like
decent running back. Give him a
yeah.
decent running back. Give him a decent tight end. Give him a decent running back. Derrick Henry. You know what the Titans did with Derrick Henry. All they have to do is just give it to Derrick Henry. Give him a
See, I
decent running
some
back.
and it's
Give him,
here's the thing too. It's not all on Cam Newton too. Like Josh McDaniels has been up and down this year too. He's been up and down this year too. Like a lot of his game calls have been really questionable. And I like Cam's out there just to execute the play call. He's not the one calling 3 runs in a row on the end, Like roll Cam out and roll him out and try and throw with it, Roll him out and try and throw it. Try and throw it if it's not there
but I
or
do.
RPO him like some of this stuff is on McDaniels too. You know what I mean? So a
But
lot of
I
this
do
stuff is
believe
on McDaniels too. It's because he's been up a lot of the games. He's been up and down this year.
Butcher. I do
Yeah.
believe. I do believe. I believe what you said right there. I believe Josh McDaniels. I would say I believe Josh McDaniels could let at least Cam use his legs more. That would open up a lot of things.
You can't like it. You're on like the 4 yard line. Like roll Cam out and have him try and throw it. And if it's not there, then have him take off. But like, don't just tell him to run 4 times. Like run the option 4 times. Like that's not creative. Like what do you know what I mean? Like I just like at times this season McDaniels has been really good, but at times this season he's been really bad too. Like yesterday was terrible. He was awful in that game.
Not gonna
But
lie.
me, I just feel like they can't run just because of the fact that they always stack the box. One, two. This team has no deep threat, And then 3, Harris has had a great year.
Listen,
I was,
all we
dude.
need
I was
to-
when
all
when
we-
they didn't when they. I know Gronk kind of stuck it to him and like kind of left him. I shouldn't say kind of because he left him hanging a lot. Like like I put some of that blame on Gronk not letting them know until like the last possible second about drafting it. You know who I wanted them to get? I wanted them to get Hawkinson, the kid that the Lions took, because I think he would fit. I think he would have been a really good fit here, especially like I said. I think I think a good tight end here would do wonders for a good tight end is any quarterback's best friend, but especially this one, because they're just, let's be honest, guys, they focus on Cam. Cam is the game plan. You know what I mean? It's like it's nobody else. It's Cam.
And if that's the case, we should get a decent. Actually, we should get an elite tight end in the draft and get a great running back. And
see, I think
we can even keep the receivers there.
Yeah, I think just the like even
or we
that.
Could just get one deep draft.
Yeah. I was shocked that they didn't draft a tight end. I was fully expecting Belichick to take Hawkinson or Fant because they were available and he didn't take them. I was shocked that they didn't draft a tight end last year, knowing that Gronk, knowing at that point that Gronk wasn't coming back. That was probably one of the biggest surprises last year for me was they didn't draft a tight end.
Nah, the thing about Cam too is that most of his balls are too high one or like too low. There's some passes that could go for 40 yards, but he just throws it too low.
I tell you that non-call on the holding. Hey, Pat's 24/7. Did you watch the game yesterday? Did you get a chance to watch it?
Oh yeah, I saw it, and they
so that holding call that they missed on Harry, that would have been a touchdown. That would have absolutely been a touchdown. If N'Keal wasn't held, that would have been a touchdown.
Points, overall.
I think we got hosed. We got hosed on 2 calls last night. That holding call, and then there was another pass interference down the field that they didn't call in our favor either. And those were huge plays too, because that holding call against Harry would have put them right around the 8-yard line and with another opportunity to score. So it's like they.
But we'll be good next year. Trust me, we'll be good next year.
I hope. My hope is that Belichick gets back in the draft room and gets back to work because, dude, let's be honest. Like I said, greatest coach, one of the top 2 or 3 best coaches to ever step foot on a football field. He's gonna. There's no he. It's not like he can't do it. We just gotta hope he gets out of the slump that he's in right now, and just gets back to what he do. Gets back to doing what he does best. That was just a tough loss.
And Tom Brady has a bucket of rings. And they just put one on one by one.
I tell you one thing though, dude.
Bill Belichick, man.
Brady and Bill are both realizing this season that they need each other. That they absolutely needed each other.
But it's just me. I feel like Stidham can actually be something. But I just feel like Bill, like there's dudes on the roster, like Jacoby Myers. You had him benched for like half the season, and then he comes out on game 5, puts up like 80 yards or something, and Bill has had him benched since like week 4.
Hold up, let's see who this is. Hold on, fellas.
Hello.
What's up, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I'm just a Patriots fan here to talk. I mean, I'm just so skeptical of what they're gonna do with this quarterback decision, and I've been listening to you guys, and I'm in. With
I think here's what I think. There for the quarterback stuff. Cam is absolutely on the table to come back. He's absolutely on the table to come back. They'll probably talk to him at the end of this season. They will probably talk to Cam at the end of this season. And
Wouldn't it be unique?
what's up, Pats 24/7? What's up, dude?
Wouldn't it be unique next year if Brady comes back?
I don't know if he would ever do that.
Wouldn't it
though.
be unique if Brady comes back, right? And
I
I don't know if he would. Do you
get
get, okay? So here's a question for all of you. Do you really think he would come back?
just to look at right now during his Tampa Bay, it doesn't seem like he's working out with that offense. He's got so many weapons to work with, but they're not able to beat the big teams at the right time for me. And I think he's regretting it now, and I hope he comes back for 1 year. But
Brady's definitely realizing that like I said, Bill underestimated how much Brady actually helped him hide the deficiencies. When he did have those bad drafts, Brady helped hide those deficiencies. And now I think once Brady left and he's realizing, like, I just think they're both realizing that they need each other. They both need each other.
Yep.
Go ahead, guys.
Brady's realizing that he's missing luck because, they're missing each other.
Yep. I mean, I agree, but for me, I think they need to get rid of Cam this season. We've given him chances to win games. We could have been 8-4, but we're 6-7. We would have beaten Seattle if they just gave it to Burkhead. We would have won if we didn't.
There ain't none of that. There ain't none of it, bro.
See the Seattle. See, here's what if we got the Cam Newton. I've said this for a while now. If we got the Cam Newton that we saw during the Seattle game, this team would be all right because he was good in the Seattle game. He played good in that game. That final drive all the way down to the 2-yard line from him, or the 5 or wherever it was great. He was great on that final drive. Like, if we could get that version of him, what's up?
Here's the thing: Cam Newton got.
Go ahead, 24/7. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead,
the
dude.
corpse of Edelman. No offense to Edelman. He is my favorite receiver on the Patriots. Cam had nobody.
I don't know if
corpse of Edelman. No offense to Edelman. He is my bet. But he had the corpse. All he had was the corpse of Edelman. He's out. Jacoby Myers. Like, who's Myers? Who's Bird?
Yeah.
Who is
just who are these?
Harris? Damian Harris is a good running back, but who's that?
And who is Jakob Johnson?
Like, Cam, it's too early to judge Cam, man.
Yeah, like I said, dude.
Like,
I'm gonna be. It's just really frustrating to have to, like, I know how it is, like, I really do. It's just frustrating having to see, like, Cam has the same struggles every week. It's the same struggles. It's the same issues every week, and it's just like I blame part of that on him, but it's not what people need to understand is that, like, yes, part of it is on him, but it's definitely not all on him. It's definitely he's having to deal with the off season.
Defensive plays. Brady.
He, you know what I mean? He's having to deal with a lot, so it's like, but again, like other team, like I said, it's just the biggest part to all of this is, like I said in the stream last night, was they absolutely blew this transition. Like if they knew they wanted Cam, if they knew they wanted Newton, and that's the route that they were going to go in, then they shouldn't have waited, until a week before the regular season. If they knew if Cam was their guy, then as soon as they realized no one was going to take him, go get him. Don't wait. They waited till the last second with him,
I
like,
agree.
so that part of it's on the Pats as an organization. Like this is a compound of issues, dude,
Hey, Butcher,
that just
hey, Butcher.
have led to
Is
this.
this a good way to break it down? Hey, Butcher, is
I
this a
mean-
good way to break it down? No.
Go ahead, break it
Actually
down,
say
man.
it.
We're listening.
Belichick is missing Brady getting the job done, and Brady's missing Belichick. How's say it? Belichick
I
is missing
think,
Brady getting-
like I said,
Brady-
they
I'll say Brady is
underestimated
missing
each other's
Belichick.
importance. They underestimated each other's importance.
Yeah. I
Completely.
Mean,
And now that they're both separate, I think they both kind of went, oh shit, like Brady's probably going,
Because
wow, this coach
games that
he's
Patriots
Brady's probably
lost-
down there in Tampa going, this coach is an idiot and he does not know how to use my strengths,
yeah.
And Belichick is going, man, I underestimated how much Brady actually helped hide,
Yeah.
Actually helped hide the misses that I've had in the draft over all these years,
Yep, and this is something that's been annoying. I was listening to your stream yesterday and watching the Rams game,
Bro.
and the first 3 plays
I
were
hope
40
they
yards
come back and reunite.
down to Akers.
So that's an interesting question. I don't know, like what's up, Darkness, though? How you doing?
Good.
Now that's an interesting question though, because here's why. You want to know why I don't think Brady's going to come back, and why I don't think Brady's going to come back? Because it's like admitting defeat.
Yeah.
It would be Brady to come back here. But you know how Brady would want to come back here is if Bill asked for Brady to come back, because they've been trying to stick it to each other for years now, guys. They've been trying to prove who's the more important one. So, I mean, like, what do you think? Like, come on, man. Like Brady's only coming back here if like Bill, like if that's like Brady, if Bill doesn't physically ask him to come back, it's literally like Brady admitting defeat and coming back. Like he could, like, almost, you know what it's gonna look like? It's gonna look like Brady couldn't do it without Bill, and that's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's gonna work in Brady's favor. Like,
I hope
that's
come
what
back.
both of those guys are. Both of them are wicked stubborn. The two of
Yeah.
them are. So that's why I don't think he'll ever come back.
I hope Butcher, I hope they come back because we need.
I wouldn't mind seeing a reunion though
we
for
need
1
to
year.
get Patrick
Try and
Mahomes
go
out
for
of that-
go
out
for
of
7.
out of our kingdom. Yeah,
Try and go for 7. Put your
We need
petty
to
little
get Patrick
differences
Mahomes
aside.
out of our throne.
And I agree, because we
just need to get Patrick Mahomes out of our throne. 1 more year.
But this is what I'm saying. Brady and Belichick, if they do reunite, need to just put their petty, stupid differences aside.
Yeah.
And say, Brady needs to go, Bill, give me some freaking talent and let's tear this conference up and get to, you know what I mean? Because once they get to a Super Bowl, whoever they're playing is screwed.
We know it, but the problem with this is that Belichick is not going to ask. If he's going to get in such a hole, and if they lose out this season, which I'm okay with them doing that, because this 9-7 to the playoffs is not going to happen. For me, I say they tank. They just lose these games. They get a draft pick. They look for a good receiver and a tight end, or they trade for somebody, because they missed out on the transition. They randomly picked up Cam. We didn't get the training camp this year due to COVID. We just need to give him another chance with practicing the team. I mean, he's getting into a system that he hasn't learned, even in training camp. He doesn't get enough time.
But see, and you know what? Cam to me is realistically still on the he's realistically still on, like, he's a real, like dude, Patriots 24/7. You were saying he's a, like, people are saying, oh, cut him.
Yeah.
There is literally a realistic chance that he's coming back. that they are going to sign him for
Yeah.
a couple mil,
Cam,
maybe a little bit more than what they got him on now, and Bill's going to try and get
and what I've been trying
Bill's
to
going to
tell
try
people
and get him
too
some,
was
because don't forget, guys, we got a lot of cap space coming up. We're going to have a lot of cap space this coming year to work with. So if Bill,
what I've been trying to tell people
and
was,
don't get it twisted, guys, but we all know this as Patriot fans, Pats Nation all knows this. Bill hates to lose, and he wants that Don Shula overall win record more than anything on the planet.
Yep.
Yep.
We know that.
He hates losing. Belichick absolutely hates losing. So this season is not on his preferred this is not like a preferred ending to a season. Like he's chasing Shula. He wants that record. I think he has about 60 games to catch him. So every win counts for him, Like he wants that record and he
have
wants
Cam
it bad.
and Brady.
I was listening.
Is my
to-
mic better?
Next year, why not
Is my
have
mic better? Could anybody tell me? if my
next
mic
year?
is better?
Why not have Cam and Brady? That'd be cool.
So here's another thing. I want to ask you guys. I'll ask you guys this, right?
They use Cam that
Let's say I'll ask you guys this. So let's say Cam leaves. Who do you want them to go? Who do you guys want them to go get? If
Matthew
Cam
Stafford.
leaves, let's say they don't sign Cam. Who do you want them to go get?
Matthew Stafford.
See, I would be
Let's
okay with
go.
Stafford. Who do you guys? We'll go around. We'll go that way. So Lewis, and then 24, and then down to Jay, and then Darkness, and then over to.
State your reason. State the reason. Yeah, why?
All right, Lewis? Who do you want?
Me, I want them to give Jared Stidham a chance. If he can't play, then
So you say give next year to Stidham and see what he can do.
no, I say give him a chance for these last 3 games.
No, but I'm talking next year. Let's say I'm talking next season. So let's say Cam, they don't re-sign Cam. Who would you want them to go get? Who would you want them to get?
I would say Jared Stidham
So you're saying let
Or-
Stidham have the year and see how he does.
or Jimmy G.
See, I don't know,
I
man.
can't.
Jimmy G scares the crap out of me because of how fragile he is.
But
Plus,
that's Bill got. But
um,
Bill would tell him too. If someone's coming, just lie.
I
This
I
year,
can't
every time
imagine.
someone comes,
All
he
right,
does
so-
is just dive onto the ground.
So 24/7, who do you want him to get if Cam leaves? Who do you want him to get?
I used to put up 91 against me.
Who do you want him to
To be
get, man?
honest,
I can't hear.
as much as I love Cam, I don't want. I want us to keep Cam, man. He the whole purpose of Cam, he was never a throwing quarterback,
Yeah, he's more of a two read guy and then take off.
Shot, but if he leaves, probably Aaron Rodgers. I would love for us to have Aaron Rodgers.
But
See if
they're
you
not.
could get him for 1 year.
Expand the field
Nobody is
and
gonna.
get some
give that
receivers,
up.
get these guard receivers open.
Yeah, see if you could get him for 1 year, right? Like a
Hey,
It's
1
a
year
good
deal.
idea. Why
Aaron
would
Rod-
Green
hey,
Bay give that up?
There was a
though?
point in time when Aaron Rodgers was going to be free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jay, who would you get? Who would you want him to go get?
I would either say a draft pick, or try to maybe get a quarterback in the draft. But I think they should
So
keep
try
Cam.
and trade some players and try and move up and get like a Wilson or a Trask or somebody.
Yeah, but I think they should keep Cam because if he showed potential that he could be the guy in the first couple weeks, and I think with a full training camp, with a full off season where he can actually get back to his state where he was, then I think he might be able to actually be the guy for the New England Patriots.
Yeah. What do you think, Darkness? Who would you want him to get if Cam doesn't stay?
Now, if I do think Cam stays ends up ultimately, but if I'm doing the Patriots, I'd maybe go get somebody who's shown talent in the past but it's been bad lately. So I would suggest maybe somebody like Carson Wentz. See if Bill Belichick can fix him and get back to like that MVP self.
I was gonna. That's interesting you said that because I was gonna throw two names at you guys. I was gonna say Wentz
Fuck
or
Fuck
Wentz
no.
or Matt
Not
Ryan.
Carson Wentz. Fuck no.
I was gonna throw Matt. I was gonna throw Matt Ryan
Hell
or
no.
Carson
I'd
Wentz
rather
at you
have
guys.
Ryan. Fuck with the heck.
What about Marcus Mariota?
He's so
I don't know how much I don't know about Mariota. I've never really been a Mariota guy though. I've never really been a Mariota guy.
yeah.
Tyler,
rather
who do you
get Taysom Hill over
Tyler, who do you think that who would you want them to go get?
So my full plan would be Stafford, but I want to go with Prescott. I like Prescott, Dak Prescott. If Dallas
He
can
could
get
be
into the groove,
available too cuz Dallas might not pay him.
yeah, he can get into Dalton can get into the groove in Dallas, and they'll just get rid of Prescott and put him as a free agent, and then Patriots can sign him for
And
a
they'll
year.
draft Dallas will probably draft a quarterback to be honest.
Yeah,
They'll probably draft one.
I'm thinking they get Prescott, and then the wide receivers come in and they get like Juju, or they try to get a Mike Evans. And I don't want to make this all controversial, but I say they get rid of Stephon Gilmore.
I should say the biggest upside of getting rid of Gilmore would be they could
Cam Newton is better than all of those quarterbacks they got now.
the one thing
Just saying, man.
so
Cam
the
Newton
one thing
did
that
more than
Cam
Dak
does
Prescott.
have going the one thing that
Newton's way
Cam
better than Carson Wentz. It's just that
yeah I think
Ryan-
I personally think guys like Carson Wentz and like Sam Darnold I think they're going to be too broken by those
I'd rather
coaches.
go
Yes.
I think that's why I wouldn't go near Sam Darnold. That's why I wouldn't go near Carson Wentz because spending a year with those like horrid coaches, dude, that can break like a quarterback, literally break a
Yes,
like.
it can.
So, like but it also wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots,
Bro.
if like a Kyle Trask
just
or
hope we
or if Kyle Trask is available, it wouldn't surprise me if Bill took Trask. It really wouldn't surprise me if he drafted Trask.
Or if I was Bill, I would trade up for Fields. I would trade up for him.
I don't know how you guys feel, but I got no faith in
Instead
Ohio
of-
State quarterbacks. I have no
I
faith
do
in Ohio
agree.
State quarterbacks.
Facts, Bobby. Facts.
And I'm always afraid.
No
to trade-
faith in them
Instead-
whatsoever.
You see,
I'm
that's
not-
why I was
Look
scared
at-
about Herbert.
Look,
because
look at
besides
all
Herbert, no
Yeah.
Oregon quarterbacks really do well in the NFL.
I'll fully admit I was dead wrong
Bro,
about Justin Herbert because I was like his play style's never going to translate to the NFL. Dude, he can
Bro,
play.
Justin Herbert's
That
a
was
monster.
the guy
He
that
can
we should've
play.
got.
Herbert, you imagine this, right? If the Chargers were smart,
Justin
right?
Herbert-
If Spanos was smart, this is what I would do if I was them, right? If Spanos was smart, I would wait until I could talk to him, but I would throw enough money to add Eric Bieniemy to make it so he couldn't say no. Eric Bieniemy and Justin Herbert would be stupid good. Stupid good.
Need a way. We need to find a way to beat Kansas City. We need a lot of weapons if we want to be AFC champs again.
You know what's really
Well, we're
interesting
not
with the
beating
Pats
this
too?
year.
You know
Kansas
what's
City's
really
gonna get
interesting.
their-
Over the years, though, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like, I mean, I'm 35, so I've seen a lot of Patriots football over the years, and it's just the league has shifted now. You know what I mean? Before, like a lot of the Pats Super Bowls, a lot of the Patriots Super Bowls, they've won with that bend don't break defense, and they seriously, dude. They've won with that bend don't break defense. You know, they let them go, 30-30, but they clamp down and but those defenses were all like really physical. And now you can't even sneeze on a receiver now without getting a flag. So it's like I think a lot of that style that the Pats D has played is I think Belichick's having to adapt that on the fly
This
now.
is
You
what
know
I'm
what, you know what I
saying.
mean?
The only
And I think a lot of teams are having to adapt that on the fly. Like
this is what I'm
Bill
saying.
has
The only
always
way
picked
we'll get
Bill has always picked
is
cornerbacks.
if we get
Look,
Brady back.
So J.C. Jackson and Gilmore, what are their strengths? Man up, smack you in the mouth, physical, cornerback. You know what I mean? Man to man, like punch you in the mouth, physical cornerbacks that just beat the guys up. And I think the league is just going the league is just going
He's heading towards an offensive minded.
yeah,
league.
it's going dude, you see how it is? Like they want scoring now. They don't want. Look at how criticized the Pats last Super Bowl was against the Rams. It was like people were bored to death with it. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's just that's
It's bad. Just
but that's the league is shifting. So I think with this this draft coming up, I do think you're going to see a lot of Bill may shift his direction and pick offense this year. You know, as much as he as we need defense, it wouldn't surprise me if the first 2 rounds were offensive picks.
I was listening to the Patriots podcast like last night, the official one, and they were saying if the Patriots had a choice of one player in the NFL right now, who would it be at any position? And I said Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he can be 25 to 50% better than Cam right now, even though we don't have any weapons. And if we can get weapons, we can have Cam throwing the football good.
I agree with you, but
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I agree with you, but I wouldn't like to see Patrick Mahomes in a Patriots jersey.
I don't want to see that either, but
Dude, what do you guys think of that contract? 503 half a bill. Do you really think he's worth half a bill?
I think what will happen to him in a few years, he is a running machine. He likes to run the football as well. He's not like Lamar, but he is going to slowly lose he's not going to be speedy anymore, and they're going to start losing
have you guys really taken a look at that contract?
Hey,
after
dude,
year
stop
5,
it.
after year 5, right? After year 5, if you look at that contract, it's team friendly. You want to know why? Because it gives the team an out every year. After year 5, they have an out. They reassess at the end of every year and say, "Okay, Patrick, you're good. You were good this year. We're gonna keep you." It literally says that. Like if you go back and review it, they give themselves. It's an incentive laden just out like. They give themselves an out after I think year 5 or 6. Like literally, they from year 6 on, it's one of those deals where they can reassess every year and go from there, which works out for them because as soon as Patrick Mahomes starts declining, what do you think they're going to do?
Get rid of him.
Exactly. Yup. They're going to be like, see you later.
What
They can dump that contract and tell them bye, So they cut, even though it's a lot of money up front and it's even though it's a ton of money up front for them. Go ahead, Pat's 24/7. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, dude. Go ahead.
I want to see us win a Super Bowl, but it ain't happening this year. And stop with the Cam slander, please. Cam has nobody.
He doesn't have anybody. That's why I want to go around, and I want to know what is your guys' thinking of the ideal trade if we want to get rid of Gilmore? What player do you want out of him?
You know what I think? If we do manage to get if we do manage to, if they do trade Gilmore, I hope they get a haul for him. I hope they do. I hope they get, a haul for him, and I hope they they need a true the biggest need for them right now is they need a true number 1. Jacoby Myers can be a 2 or a 3, but they need a true one. They need a true number 1.
And I'm thinking if you want a quarterback, go after Wilson or Rodgers or any of those. I'm thinking
We're not going after it. We're not going after a quarterback, dude. We're sticking with Cam. And why would Bill Belichick,
I think
Belichick spend all his best on a quarterback?
Get weapons.
Hold on, Brendan Brown. I see you there, but hold on. I'm kind of with Pat's 24/7 there. As much as Cam has struggled this year, I do think their first priority in the offseason is going to go to him and say, "What do you know what I mean?" I do think they're gonna at least try to make him an offer, or at least talk to him, about staying.
My opinion is Cam cannot throw the football efficiently. I'm sorry, he's a running.
If they resign Cam, Bill has failed.
I know. And
he can't.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We get 2 more. I don't know if I can fit these people in here. Hold on a sec.
But he just can't throw the football, and it's been a while since we've had a running quarterback that just isn't able to throw 40 yards down.
Brandon, we're full, man. We got 6.
Bro, Cam.
As soon as someone drops out, drops out, I'll let you in.
Yes, I know. Pat's 24/7.
Cam can't even throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah, you know why?
Cam is a different. Sorry to interrupt.
His shoulder is shot.
I know he has a bad shoulder,
but
that will be.
Look at the game against the Texans. That Hail Mary came down
quarterback.
See that's the one that's like I said from the beginning, guys. That's the one thing that scares the crap out of me is if I like I said, I'm not a medical expert, but if that shoulder is hurt, that scares me. I hope it's not for the team's sake and for his sake. I hope it's not.
I know. I have a feeling it is because he's not able to. And I watched last night's game and I turned it up on full volume. And I heard when he threw that pass to N'Keal Harry, he literally grunted because it was so hard for Cam to throw the football 40 yards down the field to Harry. And
hold on, we got somebody new coming in here.
That's what he's like.
What's up, Brendan Brown? So, Brandon, since you're just coming in here, man, what do you think about Cam? What do you think, man? Since we're on the Cam subject, what do you think, bro?
I don't know. I feel like he just did a new group of receivers.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling a lot from Pat's Nation, from you guys, that he's got to get some help.
Honestly, I'm done with Cam. He can't throw the ball anymore.
I agree with Lewis. I'm done.
Can't throw a Hail Mary.
But here's the thing: here's the thing, right? If he can't throw it deep, then don't ask him to throw it deep. Stick to like 15, 18 yards and in. You know.
And this
can't throw it short either.
Yeah, he can.
The one thing that really bothered me, I don't know if you guys saw it, that the one thing that really bothered me from the other night was that those 2 screenplays to the 2 screens that he threw to Damian Harris, that were like, one of them was super high and the other one was like one of them was really high, and then the other one was like you're supposed to kind of have some finesse on that football, and like instead of like a finesse throw and just like a nice little breadbasket throw, like Cam threw it like a freaking rocket at Harris, and you could tell it like bounced off his hands, and like you could tell he wasn't ready for it at that speed. Like I said, I don't like giving up on the guy because he's been such a good I don't like giving up on him because he's been such a good teammate. Like he's sacrificed his body when they've asked him to do it, and he's, you know what I mean? Like I don't like giving up on him, and I don't want to give up on him. It's just really frustrating when a team that needs to throw the football, like Cam, he's shown flashes that he can make some of those throws. So just stick to those throws, and it's like they're scared to death. I see you there, Scored. Hold on one sec, brother. They're scared to death to let Cam be Cam. That's what I said that the other day too. I was like, they're scared to death to let him be who he is, and it's like you're gonna either live and die with Newton, so you might as well just accept the fact and just let him be him. And it just seems like I don't know whether it's Bill or McDaniels that's putting like the handcuffs on him and not, it's like just cut him loose. But Pat's 24/7. You know what I'm saying though, right? They're like putting the handcuffs on him, and it's like you have got to go. Yeah. It's like Pat's Nation has gone all in with Cam. We're all, you know what I mean? It's time that the coaching staff pushed their chips in and just said, you know what, we're gonna live and die with Cam. And
but the thing about Cam too is he's throwing passes to people that can get you killed. Like he had a ball to N'Keal Harry.
That hospital ball over the middle of the field, dude. When Jacoby Myers caught that hospital ball over the middle of the field, I was like, oh man, I was like, oh, he's lucky that wasn't a concussion.
Ball's either too high or too low.
You remember what's called?
You know what I think too? I think a lot of people are overlooking. I think COVID messed him up, dude. I really do. I think COVID messed him up because after that Seattle game and he got sick, he wasn't the same, dude. He's never you know what I mean? I think after he got sick, it messed him up too, dude. It messed his rhythm up, and it messed a lot of other stuff up too.
I think COVID affected his whole season.
Yeah.
And I will give him. I'm thinking, give him a chance. Just give him one more year. Without this COVID, he doesn't get it.
If they could get him at a halfway decent price,
no other team
if they could.
Cam. Here's the thing.
If they could get Cam on a halfway decent contract, right? On a good contract, a team friendly contract, and this is what if they sign Cam, this is what I want them to do. I'll let you guys, I'll get you guys' opinion, but if they do sign Newton, I want them to put as many weapons as they can around him, just to see what. So we saw what he can do with no weapons. So if we're gonna keep him, then I want to see what it looks like when he has Damian Harris healthy and running good, when he has Damian Harris and Michelle who can rotate and keep each other fresh, and when he has a true number one, a true number two, and Myers on the field at the same time, and a tight end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me,
True.
I would say
we've seen what he looks like with nothing. I want to see what he. So if we're gonna keep him, then then the Patriots as an organization got to show me what he looks like with some weapons.
I feel like you can't give him nothing because he will get them killed. Like he's throwing passes that are so high to like dudes have to
listen. So who said that? Lewis?
Yeah.
Bro, let's be honest though. How many times has Tom Brady thrown the ball to Edelman and left him hanging out to dry when they needed a first down?
For me.
But listen, dude. What my point is that every quarterback at some point or another has to throw those hospital balls to get the yardage they need. They have to.
Cam, it's like every ball. Because I remember the Houston game, he had some passes where like he just can't throw it anymore.
Like I said, that is probably, we've talked about it a couple of times, in other streams. Like it's like that's my one fear is that shoulder is hurt. If that shoulder is hurt and he's just trying to be a good soldier and gut it out, that sucks. That sucks.
I feel bad for him then.
Because people say that like Cam, like he rushes for like TDs, but he's getting older and older. It's gonna get to a point where he can't do it anymore.
I still think Cam has one good year in him.
Now, for me, if he didn't get COVID, we would not be here. I'm telling you. I think we would have won this division.
Hold on. Oh, sorry there. Sorry, Darkness. I didn't see you down there. Sorry, bud. Sorry, man.
We would have won this division. We would have been 12-4. I would not be surprised.
All right, we got somebody new. What's up, Scored? What's going on, man? What's up, dude?
Hello?
What's up, Scored? What's going on, man? What up?
What's up? How's your day?
What's up, dude?
Hey,
Darkness, you can come back in here, dude. We got a Darkness. If you want, you can come back in. We got an open spot. But what scored? What do you think, dude? What do you think?
I think Cam. I mean, I like to do. Cam is a good person. I've been defending Cam this whole time,
Dude,
but
I will, dude. I'll give you credit. You've been on Cam's side since day one. You have.
but it's getting to a point to where you can't defend him no more. It's the passes he's throwing. It's like, dude, Demir Bird was open at some point in the game. He was wide open. He didn't throw it the
Who
ball at
does he
in
have?
no time.
It's but see, like
Who does Cam
I
have?
said, man. It's he did miss a couple of guys. I'll give you
And
that,
plus,
right?
is,
He
does
did
have the
miss
defense?
he did miss guys, but like I said, I don't put all the blame on him. I realistically, like, dude, yesterday that was a complete team loss. That
That's-
Yeah,
the
'cause
offense,
the
the
defense
only
can't
part,
stop
the
the run.
only part of that team yesterday, the only part of the Patriots yesterday that could actually walk around with their chest puffed out is Nick Folk.
And plus,
and Jake Bailey.
And Jake, dude, did you 71-yard punt? 71 yards.
I think
like,
his longest.
I can
in,
even
like,
admit as a
college
Rams fan that was a great
75.
punt.
he's like I know Bill Belichick like loves him some special teams, but that I give Bailey credit because every time the Rams, it seemed like almost every drive they were on, was a long field. It was pre 20, pre 30-yard line. Bailey put them in situations where they had to go almost 80 yards
guys,
every
we can't forget-
drive.
Who you
Like,
think the
he's-
Patriots should pick up in the
we
draft?
can't forget the Rams are a potential.
I want to
We
see
can't-
them.
Can't forget
I
that
wanna
the
see
Rams
them
are
get a-
potential Super Bowl contending team. Are a
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
and they
that.
have the
I
number
can't
one
trust
ranked
Jared
defense.
Goff.
So we can't
Yeah, we have I think the
Forget
top,
that.
either top or second best defense in the
See,
NFC. So that gets countered out.
who said
They
they
have
don't
the best
trust? Who
defense
said
in
they
the
don't trust? Who said they don't trust Goff?
Scared.
I'm telling you, dude. He's to me the one 50-50 point in that because Robert Woods is really good. Cooper Kupp is really good. Both of their tight ends are really good. Everett and Higbee are really good. That O-line isn't too bad either. It's what the biggest I think the biggest thing is what
Which Jared Goff are we going to get?
I was gonna say, yeah. What
when
version
we-
of Jared Goff are you gonna get? That's the
That's
issue.
why I was surprised we didn't win.
Because I
Yo, who
fully,
you
dude,
think the
honestly, so Darkness is a Rams fan. So, Darkness, I was fully expecting to walk into that stadium and have Jared Goff crap his pants, and that's how they would win. Like, and he was nails. Goff was pretty good down the stretch. So I give him, I give him.
Because yeah, the yardage may have not been there for Goff, but he followed the game plan that
He
was
made the
in
plays
game setup.
when he needed to, though. He made the throws that counted. That's what the difference
But
was.
Jared
Yeah.
Goff wasn't really in the game though. He relied on the running game. He didn't really he threw the ball good, but
I
he
just
didn't
I
play it
Nice.
that good.
dude,
that
the
always-
fact that Rams running game had 100 and the fact that Cam Akers had 107 I think 171 all-purpose yards was stupid. That stat drove me nuts. I was like,
Yeah.
are you freaking kidding me? 171 yards for that kid?
And that was even without our best offensive lineman in Andrew Whitworth because he's out with an injury.
I know I saw that. I was like, all right, well, we should be able to get some pressure with that. Now that Whitworth is out.
That's why I'm thinking we should drive defense and focus on offense in the free agency because our defense can't stop nothing. Like
No,
our
the
defense
front
sucks.
four. Lawrence Guy is really good. But outside
I
of
like
that,
Chase Winovich. I like him.
Yeah, but
and Josh
he's-
Uche.
Winovich is really good, but he's not like a 3-down guy. They use him like sparingly on pass rush stuff, and it's like, is he good in the pass in the pass rush? Yeah, but like they need a front four that could stay on the field for 3 down. You know what I mean? That could stay on the field for 3 downs. Their front four and their linebacking core is what's like Bentley's really good in the run, but they need a guy who can cover some of these running backs in the flats and in the middle of the field. Because I think they've been beat up. They've been beat up a lot in the middle of the field this year, and that's definitely a weak spot that they got to get a cover linebacker, and they got to get a pass rush guy next, whether they do it in free agency or the draft. What do you guys think though?
But that's why I think whoever said we was gonna win the division, that's totally wrong. Even before Cam got the virus, because if the defense can't stop anything, like how are we supposed to win games? The offense looks terrible. I can't watch the offense. Like, it's just very bad. It's worse than the Chicago Bears offense.
In fact, like the Patriots, like they have pieces here to there, but they don't have like that solidified like core. They have like role players, but they don't have like a superstar like any one position besides maybe Gilmore at cornerback.
I would get rid of Edelman.
It wouldn't. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Belichick went after a lot of these guys in free agency. You know what I mean?
I like Juju Smith-Schuster. I think he would fit well on the team. With, like the young.
I feel like
I don't. Yeah. See, but see, here's the thing. Juju proved to me that he's not a true number one. He's not a Batman. He's a Robin. You know what I mean? Is he a good receiver? Yes, absolutely, yes. But he's definitely not not like a Batman. A one. He's a very solid wide receiver too.
But Juju Smith-Schuster is always like the reliable for the Steelers. Like in the clutch, Big Ben knows Juju Smith-Schuster will hold on to the ball. So I would think that's good. And I think Jacoby Myers might go off next season with the way how he's been playing. And I've been sticking up for N'Keal Harry. I think N'Keal Harry might have a good season next year.
But see, it's mind-boggling too, because it's like when they threw the 50-50 balls to N'Keal Harry, he did what they hoped he would do. He went up over the top of the guy and fought for the ball and grabbed him. You know, so it's like, why if you saw him do that twice, why go away from it? You know, like it seems like they throw to N'Keal Harry and then they don't throw to him for like a whole quarter and a half. Like, why stick with him? If you want him to get rolling and get in a rhythm, you got to actually throw to him.
Because Cam Newton can't throw the ball deep to save his life. I'm just being honest. He can't throw the ball deep. He can't.
I just blame that on Josh. Josh.
See, who said that? Lewis.
Me.
Who was that? Lewis or who was talking? Lewis.
Yeah.
Was that Lewis? Dude, McDaniels was terrible last night. He was awful, dude. He was bad. McDaniels had a bad game.
Do we watch the game and just say this is going to be a run?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, no, he was, and he's been up and down this year too, dude. Like as good of a coordinator as he has been this year, I would say as good of a coordinator as he's been this year, dude. He's had a lot of ups and downs this year. There's been a few games where I sat back and been like Josh, like what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, Bill has had to physically go over to him sometimes and be like, Josh, what are you doing? Like, stick to the game plan, dude. You know, like it seems like he's had an up and down year too. And I know, like I was saying before, if Cam's your guy then you have to just push your chips in with him and go all in, and like take the handcuffs off of him. And if you're not going to take the handcuffs off of him, then go to Stidham and just take the hand. Like you can't play this conservative style stuff, this conservative play calling and all this stuff. It just doesn't work. It's not going to work, and it's not going to get the Patriots wins.
Okay, for the next 3 games, who do you feel like should have started, Cam or Stidham?
See,
Stidham.
I would
I'd go Stidham, see what you have with him.
Yeah. Since there's only a 5% chance of us making the playoffs, I'm with you guys. I'm rolling with Stidham, and I want to see what the kid has. And if he doesn't have it, then we cut him and cut bait.
Stidham has potential. But like in the little time he had in the game, the energy he has, I loved it, and the way he could throw a ball better than Cam Newton. So that if you can throw a ball better than Cam Newton, I think you should start over Cam Newton, in my opinion.
I would agree on that.
This team needs a change offensively. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. They need this team needs something. You know what I mean?
Stidham moved the ball better than Cam did.
They just Nathan, the Seattle we spoke about the Seattle game before, man, and if we could get that Cam Newton for the game, it would definitely make things a lot more interesting if they could.
But the thing is, when we always
if that Cam Newton from Seattle showed up weekly, this team would have 10 wins. They would have 10 wins.
I disagree on that, because when we go to that Cam Newton, it's resulted in 2 losses: Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks game.
Yeah, but I blame a lot of that on play calling down the end. Josh and Bill have no faith in Cam. They're not willing to let him do his thing. That's what at least for me, that's what I put it on.
I would definitely say that for the Seattle game, because why would you go with the quarterback stick when it was like 14?
That was Kerm, I see you, bro. Hold on 1 sec. Let me pull you up. What's up, Kerm?
Nothing much.
What do you think, man? What do you make of this season for the Pats?
Look, I'm no Patriots fan, but I can see you guys.
But that's cool though, because you're giving an outsider's point of view.
Yeah, like here's why. I'm just gonna say from both sides.
Who are you a fan of first?
Well, the Chargers.
So you're a Charger fan. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us your opinion.
Okay. So this is from an insider for like a Pats fan.
Yeah.
You guys weren't ready. Like you guys are just so spoiled with Brady and all the good times. And then once Cam comes in, you gotta go different. And he has to learn a new system, and then people are just too like jump out of the gate, like caught him, like you got nothing to do. You just gotta.
We heard a lot of that. The cut Cam crew is it's out there. It is.
Yeah.
Granted, some Boston fans are spoiled because from like 2001 to now, they've got
the one thing is we've been talking about it, dude. Is they blew the transition.
Yeah.
There was no after they blew the transition because I
disagree.
After Brady left, there was no plan, dude. There was no plan. You can't tell me that Cam was the plan. No, there was no plan because they didn't expect him to leave.
There was no.
No,
plan.
I disagree.
Came a week or two before camp opened for the NFL anyway, so he didn't really have time.
Yeah, I just think that Bill and Kraft fully expected Brady to not leave. I don't think they expected him to be like, no, I'm out of here. Like, see you later. Like, I think I think Kraft was fully expecting that he would be able to talk Brady into staying for that year, and then they would start the transition after that. But it's just like when Brady left,
they had a plan.
When Brady left, when he told
so what
them,
was the plan then?
The plan was Jimmy Garoppolo, but Tom Brady ruined it.
No, but yeah, see, the plan, I think for a while, Belichick has been trying to plan this out, the transition, and at least, I don't know if it's true, but I think a lot of that transition was, I think Bill was trying to transition from Brady to Garoppolo, and I think that might have rubbed Brady. You know what I mean? That might have rubbed Brady the wrong way a little bit, because there's I mean, this is all hearsay stuff from beat writers and stuff like that, but come on, guys, all the Pats fans, you've heard all the rumors and the talk that there's all the tension, this ending between the Patriots and Brady was never going to end well.
Nah.
What's up, Jose? What's going on, brother?
Some of that I blame on Robert Kraft, because Belichick it was pretty well known that Belichick was trying to transition from Brady to Garoppolo, but Kraft kept saying, keep Brady. So I blame some of that on Robert Kraft.
Dude, I blame them all. I blame Bill. I blame Robert. Brady, you want to know? You want to know my take on Brady? You want to know my take on Brady? Here's my take on Brady. He simply asked for too much money too late in his he asked for appreciation too late in his career. That's what happened. And he put his foot down for that appreciation too late in his career. You know when he really should have put his foot down and said, look, Robert, I just, after that Atlanta Super Bowl, when they beat the Falcons, that's when Brady should have asked for this contract. He should have said, look, man, just sacrifice, just give me my 2 years of appreciation. Give me my 2 years of being the highest paid quarterback in the league. For 2 years, I gave you 16 of taking discounts. Just give me my 2 so I can ride off into the goddamn sunset with a little bit of money in my pocket.
But that's not the Patriot way.
I know, but this is where Brady's way kind of came back and bit him. Unfortunately, unfortunately being the nice guy all those years and being the team player all those years kind of came back and bit him, and he got frustrated with it. But that's where it came back and bit him. Like he asked for it too late, and Bill was never. We all know, even non-Patriot fans know how Bill Belichick operates. He does not pay guys. That's just not who he is. That's not who he is as a coach. When they signed Stephon Gilmore, I was freaking shocked at that contract. When they paid Gilmore $60 million, because they never do that. They never, ever, ever do that. They never reach for guys like that, and they never pay guys those big contracts. And when they paid him that money, I was shocked. I was like, that is something that they do not usually do.
So I think they probably did that because they had a feeling that he was going to go to a team that they was rivals with, and they was going to make the team better. Because that's the only thing that could come into mind.
But also, what's really kind of strange about that whole Brady and the ending situation is, I think Brady underestimated the market that he was going to get. I don't think he got the attention that he was hoping for.
Nah.
I don't think he got the hype and the attention that he thought he was going to get. Because I thought for sure that Brady was going to be a Charger. I thought for sure he was going to be a Charger.
I mean, I wouldn't have mind that.
If people were asking me, he would have either been a Charger.
But if he was a Charger, they wasn't going to draft Justin Herbert because Tom Brady wouldn't allow that to happen. So
no, I know, but I'm saying
Chargers fans are technically kind of lucky.
Think about this though. If Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady went to the Chargers as a package deal, which was for a little bit, the rumors were out there that was the deal. They were trying. That was the package deal. That was the dream deal, was send Josh and Bill to get. Josh and Brady over to the Chargers and take
Wait,
their
head coach or offensive coordinator.
Preferably head coach. Lynn is just
for the head coach. Yeah,
It
for the
is
head coach.
so
But
bad.
that's what I
awful.
mean. Like
I don't know how Adam
like
Gase
Charger
and
fan,
Anthony
think about
Lynn
that.
have
though.
their jobs.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like there was just this whole. I've known for a long time now that this Brady, the ending between the Patriots and Brady was never going to be pretty. It was going to be ugly because those guys like that never want to stop playing because it's in their blood, dude. Young was like that. Young was like that. Montana was like that. Aikman was like that. They just these guys who love the game like they do. They don't want to stop playing. They don't want to stop playing. No matter what, they don't want to stop playing.
I think
No, but
Tom
I
Brady
heard
and the
that
Buccaneers.
Josh and
I
Tom
feel
had
bad.
like beef.
Well, go ahead. Who was that, Lewis? Did you talk? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, because I heard that Josh and Tom had like beef and problems.
They for a while, at least the beat writers, at least for a little bit, I know there was some bad. I don't want to say bad blood, but dude, it was dysfunctional at the end. It was dysfunctional at the end between Brady, between McDaniels, all the front office. There was a lot of bad blood there at the end. For Brady, there had to have been bad blood there because for Brady to sign with the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the losingest franchise in freaking NFL history.
But look how it's going now. They're not making no Super Bowl push. They're gonna get eliminated in the first round. I can guarantee you that.
Because here's what's gonna happen, right? The Bucks, if the Bucks get in, right? If the Bucks get in, they're gonna have to play a team like Green Bay in the first round. They're gonna have to play team like Green Bay or Seattle. And let's be honest, playoff Green Bay, playoff Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay Packers versus playoff Seattle and Russell Wilson. Who are you taking? I'm taking
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because Green Bay can't stop the run. Though, if all you do is run, they have two good running backs, Leonard Fournette.
But I'm telling you,
the Saints completely stuffed them.
The Saints always
or they'll have to. I mean, and to get to a Super Bowl, they're going to have to get through the Saints. Do you think that's going to happen?
The Saints find a way to lose every game. The Minnesota Miracle, something. They find a way to lose some
The
way
refs
somehow.
fucked them and.
They did, but
not true. That's not true because they keep in mind there was also some missed calls on the Rams, and second off, they started with the ball in overtime, so they still had a chance in overtime to win the game, and they failed.
Yeah, I know, but they did. The thing I would say the Saints would have won that Super Bowl because
Patriots 24/7. If you want back in, man, you can come back in here. We got a spot, so come on back if you want in.
But no,
good night, Brayton. Take it easy, brother.
Would have won that Super Bowl had it not been rigged, in my opinion.
What?
So can we all agree that blown call, the Rams and Saints, was the worst blown call in history?
That Super Bowl got ratings out the roof.
And here's the thing, right? Think about this. Think about this. We as fans of the NFL, never mind being Patriot fans, but just fans of we could have got Drew Brees versus Tom Brady in a freaking
I'm
Super
surprised
Bowl.
they didn't choose the flag because that's ratings right there. I'm surprised the commissioner didn't call the refs because that's ratings right there. That's how you get money.
I'm shocked that they didn't that play should have been reviewed and absolutely changed on the spot. That is a horrible Roger Goodell should be ashamed of that shit.
Yeah, and that ended up becoming the pass interference challenge thing. Those never got overturned.
Yeah, I agree.
Like those refs are blind if they didn't see that.
NFC Championship game, and
So Lewis, I forgot all about that, man. That's a good. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but the Brady was so pissed about that Eagles loss that he went to Kraft and said, "I want out." He asked him to get. He said, "I want out. I want out. I'm done. Like, get me out of here."
That was the year where they traded where
They traded Jimmy.
Yeah.
He traded Jimmy. Brady. I don't know how you guys feel about that Eagles Super Bowl, but that still bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah, we lost to a guy named Nick.
The fact that
Nick
he
Foles.
sat. The fact that Bill Belichick. That's the first time in his career, at least to me, the first time in his career that he let a personal vendetta get in the way of a team win.
Yeah, because he
I don't care. I don't care if Malcolm Butler like throat punched your son in the locker room. That dude is on the field defending against the Eagles. I don't care what happened. I don't care if your whole mantra is the team above nobody's above the team itself, but if that dude plays, they never make that. If that dude is defending, they never make that third down. That game is freaking over. And we win that
Michael
Super Bowl.
Buckley did something?
Because people said that he came into like the hotel.
Dude, he got
drunk.
so the rumors are Lewis. Like I don't know if you've heard or any of you, Brandon or Scared the rumors that I've heard are that there was like some sort of a physical altercation between his son and between Steve Belichick and Malcolm Butler because he was the defensive back coach.
Malcolm Butler won that fight, if that's true.
Yeah, but I heard that he came back from like a concert high and like drunk, and then I think it was Patrick Chung who like saw him
and called him on it, right? Yeah, and called him out on it, right? Yeah. Either way, like nobody's really gonna know the truth, but like either way, he did something stupid while they were down there.
But I feel like Bill gives Chung like that cash and stuff, but that's just hush money.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But see, like, and here's the thing too. He pays the McCourty twins hush money too. Jason McCourty, dude, I would give Jason McCourty I would give Jason McCourty a pink slip and tell him to get on a Greyhound bus and go far away from New England. Like,
nice one.
We can't trade Jason McCourty for a 7th round pick.
I can't stand Jason McCourty. He has driven me batshit crazy this year. I can't put Jones. I would take Jones on the field over him any day of the week. He has
Byron
driven me
Jones.
nuts. But the only reason that he is still here is because his brother, Devin McCourty, was really close to retiring this year. Like really close.
He should have retired.
Yeah, he should have. He should have went out to the sunset.
And Devin, the thing is Devin's still a good safety. He's still good, you know.
But
he basically he must have said, if you cut my brother, I'm retiring.
You can't trade Jason McCourty for a 7th round pick. He's not. That's how bad it got.
Jonathan Jones is good enough to take his spot. He is.
I think they should trade away Gilmore. Well, I wouldn't say trade Gilmore. I like Gilmore. Gilmore should stay. But if they was gonna trade Gilmore, they have a future corner duo with Jonathan Jones and.
I like J.C. Jackson a lot. I like J.C. Jackson a lot.
J.C. Jackson should be in the defensive player of the year.
I think that kid is going to be really good. Like really good.
He should be in the defensive player of the year votes because he has 7 interceptions. He's been a great defensive player when Gilmore's out.
He's been burned sometimes.
But you got to remember too. I know he's been roasted a couple of times, but he's still young too. He's still really young.
Yeah, he's still young, but
and he makes it up for it with the.
He basically the Malcolm Butler story again.
Yeah, I think J.C. Jackson is going to be really good. I think he's going to be
better
really
pay J.C. Jackson. If he doesn't, the owner needs to get rid of Belichick, and we just need to start all over. That happens.
That's another one too. What do you guys think with Damian Harris running as well as he is? I think we can dangle Sony Michel out there and see what we can get for him in a trade.
I would keep Sony Michel. I like Damian Harris and Sony Michel duo. That could be a good duo.
Michel because running backs have the most likelihood of getting hurt, and if Harris goes down, Michel's more than a serviceable backup for couple weeks.
I feel like Harris could like burn
But you
out.
don't forget, you could always draft one late in the
Yeah.
draft. You know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah, but
you could
for
take
some
Sony's-
reason,
you could
this
take
Patriots
Sony's
system,
you could
like,
take
running
Damian
backs
Harris's
don't
backup
last.
in the 5th round. You know what I mean? You could or even an undrafted guy. Look at I think Rex Burkhead was undrafted. He's probably one of my favorite players on the Pats too. I love me some Rex Burkhead.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can
he's
catch and
gone
he can run with
this
the ball.
offseason.
He's like a battering ram. Burkhead is
Yeah.
literally like a little battering ram.
I
Like,
would change James White too. I think James White needs to go.
No, that's one dude that I would not get rid of. James White, we.
But like, if you want to get like more picks and stuff, I would
feel
take
like
James White.
James
No,
White
I would-
doesn't fit with Cam just because Cam has like no timing.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Those
want.
screen
That's why I want to
passes,
get rid of Cam.
James
That
White
too.
just needs timing. Cam has no
Cam has no like.
Well, and here's the thing too,
Footwork.
guys. You if you're gonna let Cam go, or if you're gonna try and trade Cam for assets,
Nothing.
there's actually got to be a market out there for him. You know, like
Yeah.
and there's a lot of teams out there are pretty set at there's
I would
only a couple that are going to be looking. I mean, you're talking about a Jacksonville that's going to be looking for a quarterback. You're talking about Chicago that's going to be looking for a quarterback. There's only like 4 teams out there that are going to actually be looking for quarterbacks this year. So the market for
I
him
would
might not
say-
really be there.
And even then,
I would trade Cam for
he wasn't updated
Mitchell
money last year,
Trubisky.
and there wasn't really a market for him. That's why the Pats got him really late into free agency.
I
Come
like
on,
Mitchell
Cam for
Trubisky.
Dude, Trubisky.
No, Mitchell
is
Trubisky.
awful.
Wait.
Dude, I should
Mitchell
kick you.
Trubisky
Dude, I
has
should
a
kick you out
quarterback.
of the.
No.
I should kick you out of
Let
the
me
stream
finish.
for that
Let me give my
comment.
reasoning. Trubisky has a coach that doesn't want
Dude,
him.
if I was sitting next to you, I would throw this beer bottle at
No,
you for that.
Trubisky doesn't have a coach that wants to coach him. His coach doesn't want to coach him. Trubisky could be a good player. It's just that his coach. Patrick Mahomes.
He's
he
been
wants to-
No, you did not just.
college.
Dude, you
No.
did not just
Let me
say-
finish.
You did
If
not
Patrick
just say
Mahomes
Mitch.
went to the Chicago Bears, it would not be the same thing. I'm just saying that because
That
Patrick
could have been
Mahomes.
Deshaun Watson in Chicago.
How about
Patrick Mahomes has a
Cam for
coach,
Adam Gase.
has the receivers, has a tight end, has all of it. Patrick Mahomes got lucky.
You lucky. I'm a little drunk. Otherwise, I should throw you out of this freaking stream for that comment. God damn it.
And also, you're lucky this we're socially distanced.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if this was.
That was funny
How
though.
you guys
That
feel
was funny
about
though,
Drew
Scared.
Lock?
I'll give you that. That was pretty funny.
I mean, but Mr. Come on, we can give him
How
a
about
chance. He's
Drew Lock?
young. He's young. That's what you could say that. He is young.
No, Trubisky has Trubisky. I don't. I've never been a believer in him, dude.
No.
Hey, he
I've
could do
never
it.
been a
I'm telling
believer
you,
in
I
him.
believe in him. I believe in Trubisky. For some
How
strange
do you
reason,
go
I
to
do.
a Chicago Bulls home game and just get booed?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
didn't want him.
I
They didn't
remember
want
that they booed him at the Bulls game. That was spectacular, dude. That was like
Yeah, because
Messed
And you
with his
hadn't even played a
confidence.
minute.
That messed with his
my thing
confidence.
my thing with Trubisky is they keep giving him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and he just
They should have never benched
he
him
does
though.
nothing with it. He does nothing with it.
No,
Trubisky
they
is
should have never
definition of
benched
a
him.
journeyman quarterback. Definition of a journeyman quarterback.
Trubisky has athleticism. He can throw the ball. Unlike Cam Newton.
He is literally the definition of a career backup.
yeah, like he had
A-
one
a
good
co-
year at
he
North
is-
Carolina.
he's not
and
gonna-
he's overhyped and all that. He's going to be the next big thing.
Cam Newton is like the
They
next.
passed
Ricky.
on a
You know what
national
Trubisky-
champion in Deshaun Watson.
You know what Trubisky is? He's the guy that's not going to come in there and win you games, but he's also not going to come in there and lose you a game either. You know what I mean?
AKA a journeyman quarterback.
He's going to forever live in mediocrity. That's what it is. He's going to forever live as a middle of the pack quarterback, no better or no worse. Like he's just
Those guys
He's-
are game managers.
Cam Newton Now, I was just say this: Cam Newton is the NBA version of Russell Westbrook. Because in my opinion, I say Cam Newton. He got hit too much.
The one thing that I want to see with Newton is
Backflips into the end zone.
The one thing that I do, if they manage to keep Newton, if they do keep Newton and they get him on a team friendly deal, then they need to get that kid some weapons. They need to get him a tight end. They need to get him a true wide receiver one. They need to get him, they need to get him help. They need to get help on the defense. They need a defensive front. We've seen what he looks like. We've seen what Cam looks like with no weapons. So let's if they do keep him and they get him on a team friendly deal, then let's see what he looks like with some help. You know what I mean? Let's see what he looks like with some help. Let's see what he looks like with a halfway decent tight end. Let's see what he looks like with a wide receiver 1 and 2. Like if they're gonna hold on to Cam and because they don't think let's say they believe that there's no other options out there and they can't get. Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing them draft Wilson or Trask. I wouldn't mind seeing them draft Wilson or Trask.
I like
but if they can't get what
that guy in Alabama, that quarterback.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Yeah, he's another one. But you know what I mean? If they don't draft a quarterback and they do stick with
sophomore,
and they stick with Cam, let's like Bill after the way Cam has like stuck it out this season and dealt with like the adversity and the Boston media just grilling him. I think Belichick kind of owes him a solid there to get him some weapons.
If Cam comes back next year, I'll give him 5 weeks. If he does nothing in those 5 weeks,
but you got to give him weapons too. Give him, like I said, get him a tight end, get him a wide receiver 1 and 2, and see what he does.
Only way
I think we have two. Jacoby Myers is a 2.
Hold up. Go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead.
Only way Cam can come back is if he can throw the ball correctly.
But see, and here's
they need
the
to
thing.
fix his mechanics.
When they have a full off season too, they'll work with him on his mechanics.
But I just feel like the shoulder is so gone to where they like.
No, it's not the shoulder. It's his mechanics. It's his shoulder too, but it's his mechanics.
The shoulder is what makes it that way.
You know what bugs me with Cam too is you can the biggest. So here's why I think that shoulder is hurt. Here's the biggest giveaway to me, right? When you watch quarterbacks throw in the pocket, they throw overhand and up top. You know what I mean? They throw from overhead and they throw over the top. You know what I mean? I want to say 80% of the time Cam throws, he throws that like submarine sidearm throw. And I think, to me at least, he keeps that elbow and shoulder tucked in tight to his body because he's afraid of it getting hit. Because it's probably hurt. You know what I mean?
I heard this rumor.
He don't want to put that elbow and shoulder up here and throw from up here because he probably can't rotate it, rotate it the proper way to throw it. And 2, because he's scared of it getting crushed from behind and having somebody hurt it. I mean, that's just my take.
I heard this rumor and like maybe a year ago, Cam Newton, like his shoulder was messed up. One of his Carolina teammates, they said during the Super Bowl, they knew his shoulder was messed up, but they let him play during the Super Bowl. So I heard that, and then also this offense. Like I was watching one of your videos of the Seattle Seahawks game, and you were just saying in the first down, they got another first down. It's a touchdown. The offense was so nice and clean. I just don't know what happened now. I don't know. Like
because Seattle can't cover no one.
I know. Yeah, that too.
Either way you look at it, guys, it's going to be this is going to be a interesting, stretch down this. If like this, the final couple of games and then the off season are going to be really kind of, I think, what determines I wouldn't put it out of the possibility that Cam comes back. I really wouldn't. If they can get him on a team-friendly deal, and Bill believes that he's the best option out there, because if he comes back, right? If Cam comes back and he signs a team-friendly deal, and they still have all this money to go out and get they could actually get him weapons if he stays.
Yo, Cam looks so thin to where I don't know if it's just me, but back in his college days, like Cam was actually buff, but now he is so thin.
But see, maybe they had him thin. People forget too, like he had that Liz Frank. Don't forget about the foot injury. He had the Liz Frank injury too. Like and quarterbacks drive off that foot. You know what I mean? They drive through throat. Like it's. I mean, so that you got to add that into it too. It's like who I forget who said it before, but it's a Ferrari engine with 150,000 miles on it. 200,000 miles on it. It's just Cam's taken a beating over the years.
That's why I think Lamar Jackson.
Even though he's 31 years old, right? Even though he's 31 years old, he's still been in the league a long time.
It's 10 years.
He's another version of Andrew Luck, in my opinion. Cam Newton.
See, so Belichick would never tank. The one thing that man hates most on the planet is losing. He hates losing more than anything. There's no way that he would tank ever.
And that's probably the reason why the Jets are good for they went to New England, because the Jets are a losing organization.
Bill.
I told you guys, Bill is chasing Don Shula's overall wins record. That's what he wants. He wants that record more than anything. He hates losing.
I can't believe that Jimmy G's already like 29.
I know, dude. He's getting up there. He's old. He's getting up there.
I mean, I would still take him for like 5 more years.
I don't see Jimmy. No, see, I don't know, Jimmy.
Because Bill is the type of coach who would put a good, Bill would tell him, if you're going to get hit, just lay down flat.
But see, but look, they're telling Cam that right now. You see how Cam runs? Cam, as soon as a guy comes within a yard of him, the dude, Superman's just, he'll dive head first, and dude, whatever the fastest way to get to the ground is, he'll do it.
Yeah, Cam's doing it.
I was listening earlier, and I was debating on coming in or not. But when I heard somebody say, "Who's Yakum Johnson?" I had to come in because I don't know if that person has been watching these games or not. Yakum Johnson is the reason why our run game is good. He's a fullback.
He's that fullback. He's taken on that James Devlin role pretty good.
He's been outstanding.
Dak Prescott's just 27. God damn.
See, Dak
Prescott needs to leave.
If Cam doesn't come back here, I might go after Prescott. I might go.
Prescott.
The problem you know what the biggest problem with Dak is? He's gonna want a shitload of money. He's gonna want all the money.
Dak Prescott too. The year that he comes back, he's gonna be hesitant.
I don't know. He's a wild card for me. He's a wild card for me. I might actually. That's one that I might pursue.
Because with Dak Prescott might won out.
You could use, as much as a kind of a dick move as it would be, you could use the injury as leverage and be like, dude, we're not paying you $30 million. You're coming off of you snapped your ankle in half. You're not getting $30 million from it. I know it's kind of
the Dallas Cowboys now.
Shady move. I know it's kind of a shady thing to do, but you could use that and be like, dude, we're not paying you $30 million. You're gonna get like 9 and see what you can do.
But look at the Dallas Cowboys now. Their offense, Andy Dalton is washed. I can't believe people were saying the Patriots should have signed Andy Dalton. I am so glad that they did not sign Andy Dalton.
His whole that's it. Once again, that's another quarterback that's going to live in mediocrity. He's going to be mediocre for his entire career, and nothing's going to change ever.
Cowboys are going to.
I want to say Dalton's mediocre, but he is on the down kind of scared.
And I wasn't.
The
wasn't-
Bengals, dude, the Bengals ruined him because the first
Yeah,
like
Marvin
three-
Lewis ruined him.
The Bengals are going to ruin Joe Burrow.
The first, if memory serves me correct, the first 3 or 4 seasons for Andy Dalton were pretty good.
Yeah,
and then they
it
just
was.
spending an extended period of time in that organization. He was just, dude. There's just certain places and certain teams where just NFL players' career go to like die. The Browns are one, which I can't believe the Browns are actually going to make the playoffs this year. That's like
They haven't had this winning record since Bill Belichick was the coach. So
The Chargers are one of them as well.
Well, I mean, the Browns do have.
Listen,
an
but the
elite running
Chargers
game.
are gonna fire Anthony Lynn, and they're gonna get an actual head coach in there.
I wouldn't say
and
that.
it's
The
gonna make it
Chargers
better.
do stupid things. They do stupid things. So
Anthony Lynn, if I was Spanos, right, I would have literally walked down to Anthony Lynn and been like, dude, do not like give me your key card right now. Like, give me your key card. You do not get to come into work tomorrow.
The first lead that he blown, I was the owner. He's fired automatically.
The Chargers have blown what 5 fourth quarter leads I think this year. 5 of them I think.
Yeah.
And I think they've lost.
They're the
like
next coming of
9.
the
I think
Falcons.
they've lost. I think they've lost 9 games by a touchdown or less, which is like, to me, that's clock management and coaching at the end of the game. That's not being able to finish a game. The Chargers with as much talent as that team has should be a playoff team. They should be a playoff team.
Yeah, they're.
I'm gonna throw this out there. The Patriots could still make the playoffs, but I still give it, and there's no chance. But if the Ravens stuff lose and the Colts lose,
The game
we beat the
here's-
Raiders and we beat the
Listen,
Baltimore
here-
Ravens.
if-
So we have
if the-
those two,
If the
and we beat
Colts
the Miami Dolphins.
if the Colts win, the Bills win, and Miami wins, we're screwed. We're screwed.
But Miami's not gonna win. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is too much.
Yeah.
Well, if Buffalo wins, we're in trouble. You know what I mean? I mean not Buffalo, Baltimore. If Baltimore wins, we're screwed. We're screwed.
Baltimore is not winning. But Lamar Jackson, he's going to be an average quarterback in he's been playing average this year. But he's going to be an average quarterback maybe 5 years. He's going to be like the next coming of Cam, because
he's not
that.
gonna win the playoff game.
You watch, right? The Chargers next year, once they get a new head coach and they get somebody who's actually competent and working with Herbert, they're going to be a 10+ win team next year.
Oh yeah, and also defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator. Add that to that.
Listen, the head coach is going to come in there and clean house. You guys will have a new coaching staff next year. You will.
Maybe even the new general manager.
We fired
the
Marty
Chargers have
Schottenheimer, 14-2.
The Chargers have enough talent to win 12 games. They should win 10 to 12 games easily.
The Chargers defense, so they haven't. I know the Chargers. I don't know why the Chargers traded that corner. They traded the corner. He was a pretty decent corner.
Oh, Desmond King, yeah, he kind of was.
That was. But see, like this is what I'm saying. Like that's
out for the year.
After that, that's how you knew they punched it with the season. And the coach, before the New England game, the coach told the players, when they wasn't match for trying to be out the playoffs, but the coach told the players they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, see, like as a head coach, you don't say that. Like if I saw that and I would, like I'm telling you, like if I saw that and I was Spanos, I would have been like, yeah, you're out of here. See you later, dude.
And his response after the game, as a coach,
okay, go on.
The coach, Anthony Lynn said, as a coach, I don't want to see this ever happening. I would have just said, as a coach, you're fired. That's how it would have went. That, I don't know how much chances can you get.
After the Patriots stomped out the Chargers, that Anthony Lynn should have been fired. They should have fired him. They should have literally fired him that money. The fact, like if I was a Charger fan, I'd be scared that they're going to sign that dude to an extension. I would be because they're that like if Spanos does that, like I would, if I was a Charger fan, I'd lose my mind.
I mean,
As
that's. I mean, you
a
can
person that's
expect when
watching
it's
the
time.
Chargers,
You can
because the Chargers
expect
are a
it.
hell of an entertaining team. Because I
Man,
love their offense,
Dude,
the
I
entertaining
didn't
part is
know.
when they blow leads.
I didn't know if Herbert was going to translate his game style was going to translate to the NFL. Dude,
I didn't either.
I had my doubts at the beginning of the year. Dude, he
Yeah.
can play. Herbert can straight play.
In my opinion,
that
I
dude is
say Trevor
ridiculous.
Lawrence. I don't trust every quarterback, even the Zach Wilson kid. Any quarterback coming out of the draft, I hate when people give them such high expectations. They're rookies.
Trask,
What do
I
you?
think Trask, I think, would fit well here because of the system in Florida and how they run it. I think Trask would fit well here.
That's also why I think Mac Jones would fit very well in New England.
See, yeah, Mac Jones is another good one. Is another one too. But
I love Zach Wilson's arm. Zach Wilson has a nice
Isn't
arm.
Mac
I watched the
Jones more
BYU
of a
Coastal
deep ball
Carolina
thrower?
game. That was a nice game. A very nice game.
Yeah, so
Isn't Mac Jones more of like a deep ball thrower?
he can throw the deep
Yeah.
ball
Yeah.
like really
I feel
accurately.
Like he'll fit here.
Yeah, but you know what? If he got a true number one, it'd be like a Randy Moss type situation. You know
No,
what I mean? Where
N'Keal Harry is a great. He can catch the deep ball, right? He's a big receiver.
He's too
So
slow.
see, that's the one thing that worries me is the speed. N'Keal doesn't have the speed.
I
for
mean,
the
but
deep ball.
he's big. He's big, and he's slow. So if he gets more muscles, he's big. So
Yeah,
he
Yeah.
will.
even like people say to put him at tight end, but even if he bulks up, he'll get even slower.
Yeah, I think N'Keal Harry is one of those guys that you just toss it up on the sidelines, and he's a 50-50 ball guy in the back of the end zone. That's what he is.
Yeah, this like he's probably like a red zone threat, like red zone. He's probably getting the red zone, but anything else,
You
like,
run him on the drag route or the fade route in the back of the end zone, and you just throw you fade it to him and just have him go get it. That's what N'Keal Harry is.
he's like that Cowboys receiver, the one that's on the Ravens. I forgot his
That's
name,
right.
but
That's Bryant.
that's Brian. Yeah, him.
I'm actually surprised they don't use N'Keal in the red zone more because of how big
Because
how
Cam
big of a
can't
body
throw.
he
It's
is.
that's why
I
I'm
feel
surprised
like
Cam doesn't
Bill
throw it to
is scared
N'Keal
of
Harry because
50-50
N'Keal Harry's
balls.
big.
Bill is scared
But
of
see, that's
50-50
McDaniels
balls.
calling the plays. He needs to get Harry involved. Like let Cam fade it to him or let Cam throw it to drag him across the back of the end zone, and toss it to him there. This is a tough year, dude. They're I think the coaching staff is part of the thing where they just don't have faith in the guys, and it's like you kind of got to. You kind of just you don't have a choice. These are the guys you got, so you got to use them. You have to throw to them. You have to use them. You have to throw to them. You have to incorporate these guys in. It's like you can't just roll through the season and just we can't just keep going the way we're going. It's not good.
The Pats have a lot of question marks about him going into this off season.
That's why
for
I'm
the
saying
Patriots, this offseason is going to be crazy. You watch.
Yeah. I say you
I
guys
wouldn't
gotta
be
go.
surprised if the Patriots sign. I forgot. I don't know why I'm forgetting these people's names.
Thoughts on Josh Allen and Tua. Josh Allen has taken a massive step forward this year.
Tua Tagovailoa. I feel like the
I
Dolphins
haven't
won't make
seen
the playoffs
him
because of this.
playoff
Tua
game.
is a rookie, so Tua's gonna make a mistake. Tua's gonna
Tua's
make
got
a
a lot of
mistake
work to
sooner or
do.
later.
If the Dolphins
Tua
make the
will make a
playoffs,
mistake.
it will not be because of their offense. It'll be because of how good their defense has been this season.
Yeah. No,
The
Dolphins have no
I
receiver.
100% agree. I agree with
The-
Darkness.
The Dolphins have no receiver. They don't. They have no. They have a
Tua-
tight end.
Tua
No, they have Parker. He's a good receiver.
Tua has a lot of growing to do.
It's either that
That's all-
or I
that's
just
all-
don't watch a
that's
lot of
what I
Dolphins
think.
games.
Like the Dolphins, honestly, could probably make the playoffs and still have a top 10 pick because they also have Houston's top 10 pick, so they can
Yeah.
make the playoffs,
Houston
get
is
to
just
a playoff
elite.
experience, and then go get a stud
If
wide
I'm
receiver in the draft.
Houston, I would have tanked this whole season and traded the pick.
Or
You know who
maybe
I
they
wouldn't
should-
mind seeing? You know who I wouldn't
Why
mind
would they
seeing?
trade DeAndre Hopkins?
Hey,
I just
you
never
know,
got that.
because
O'Brien's stupid.
because Bill O'Brien is a freaking idiot. That's why.
Yeah,
Hey,
he is.
At least Bill O'Brien ain't as dumb as Adam Gase.
So
Bill
I mean,
O'Brien,
so-
O'Brien is playing Madden with the Houston Texans.
it's a
That's what he was
shame.
doing.
It's
He
a
is like
shame
that.
that Deshaun Watson signed that extension because I would like to see him in a Pat uniform.
Or also JJ Watt. They could have just
wanted them to sign.
unwasted his
Yeah,
prime, trade him to a
Watt. I was
contender.
thinking about that. If JJ Watt came on the Patriots, I'm telling you that would help
No, not
the
just the
Patriots.
Patriots, but anywhere.
Literally,
Like the
everywhere.
Steelers. He might
but
go to the Steelers.
a guy like JJ Watt probably would have demanded some money.
Yeah.
That's the
No. He's old.
See,
He's
this-
getting old.
this
He wants to
year-
win.
This
No, he
year
wants
for the,
to win.
This year for the Pats was good. This year for the Pats was going to be tough because their cap space was tight this year. This offseason, they're going to have some money to mess with. Like they're
The
going to have
Patriots
a
should go
lot
out and
of.
sign Yannick Ngakoue.
They're
Yannick
gonna,
Ngakoue is a free agent. They should try
They-
signing now him.
they're gonna. This year was tight with the cap. They kind of backed themselves into a corner with previous contracts and stuff like that. But this coming offseason, they're gonna have some money to play with, and it's gonna be. I'm telling you, I think Bill's gonna do what he can to try and gear it back up and go one more time.
Hunter Henry is
See,
going
that's
to be in a Pats.
before the Chargers signed Hunter Henry, I wanted the Pats to go after him. I
The
wanted Hunter
Patriots
Henry.
need to go get Evan Ingram. Why do you hate Evan Ingram? Evan Ingram.
Don't make me throw you out of this chat room.
Okay, can you?
Was it strike two already?
I would
Count is now
I would
0-2.
trade. If I was the Giants, I would trade Evan Ingram for a bent paperclip, a half-eaten bag of chips, and the like a thing of pocket
Hunter
lint.
Henry.
But the Giants have been playing well though. I like how the Giants are
It's
playing.
because of their defense.
It's also
It
because
is.
they're defense. They have like
But Daniel Jones hasn't been turning the ball over.
Evan Ingram's like a wet fart. Funny and entertaining at the beginning and miserable at the end.
Evan Ingram will like have one bad play, will be pretty good, and then the end of the game comes, and then they'll fall
Hunter
back
Henry
off.
is going to
Like
be with the Pats.
the Patriots need to go get Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz would be great. No.
See,
Before
here's the
you
thing.
start-
Listen, I think Peterson and that coaching staff have buried I think they've done a real psychological number on that kid.
That's
I don't know.
why
I don't
The
know if
Patriots-
Wentz is going to be able to come back from that.
No, Patriots have a good offensive line. That's number one. Even though yesterday, I don't know where they was at, but they do have a good offensive line. The
Wentz
Eagles,
is
their
not going
offensive
to
line is
do
old. They have like 30, 37-year-olds.
Yeah, see that's the big.
Peters,
That was the biggest problem with the Eagles this year is that offensive line is old and slow. Carson
Like
was
the
screwed.
Eagles didn't forget
Carson
the
was
Super
screwed
Bowl.
from the start. That offensive line is old and slow, and there's no. And Carson plays reckless too. That dude's got to learn how to
But also the
calm it
Patriots need to go
down,
get
Carson.
Carson Wentz some weapons because Carson Wentz would be the same type of problem. 'Cause
And the Eagles
have
can't
no-
trade him.
That's why if
Yeah,
Carson
yes,
Wentz
they
gets
well
traded,
they
he's
can.
going to
They can
Indianapolis.
trade them. It's just that like they would have to the dead cap
I
money would
think
be
there's an
big.
exception that they can trade him or like cut him to where the cap would go down. To
The
Yeah,
one
it would-
problem-
if they-
you want to know. You want to know why the Eagles would never get rid of him though. You know what
Because
his dead money. You know what his dead money cap hit is.
I mean, the Eagles should
It's
just
20.
tank.
Listen.
It's 50, it's 60 million. It's up to 50 or
It's
60
20.
million.
The dead money for that year for them. The dead money if they just straight up cut him, right, is 27.5 million. There's no way. There's no way that they're gonna burn
But I mean, they're
27 million.
tanking.
to
They
get
should
rid of
just
him. There's
tank.
no-
They should just
and then
tank.
and then the next they're screwed. You want to know why they're screwed? Because next year is even worse. It's 31 million next year. So they are literally stuck with Carson Wentz.
Thanks to Howie Roseman.
They are literally
I mean,
stuck with him.
I mean,
They're-
but,
they are
I mean,
stuck.
they need a tank. They
because
can't roll
of
with the
because of
quarterback.
how Carson's contract is set up, they're screwed. They can't unless they're willing to take they're gonna have to take if they get rid of him, they'll have to take a massive cap hit and basically just I don't want to say tank the year, but they're just gonna have to go with they'll cut him and be like, all right, guys, this is our team. We can't make any other moves. We can't do anything else. This is it. Like,
but I mean, like, it's just the Philadelphia Eagles and the 76ers. They have this one thing in common. People always get injured for some reason. Everything in Philadelphia, somebody's always getting injured.
They do.
The Philadelphia average. Just name all the sports teams. Philadelphia
Same thing
average.
with the Boston Celtics point guards.
The Boston Celtics, I love the Celtics. I love me some Celtics.
Yo, I can't. Not to get off topic, but I can't wait for the season to start.
Right, but the Celtics, they made this one big mistake. Is that Kemba Walker signing? Because he didn't show up in the playoffs. That's why.
Dude, and guess what? He's not even close to ready. They're saying mid-January before they even reassess him.
His knee.
So
is
that
done.
knee, Kemba's knee is toast. That knee, I really, dude. You know what I think the Celtics are setting the table for. Not to just get off topic quick, but you watch, right? They're setting the table to tell Celtics fans that Kemba's not going to play this year. You watch. They're going to keep pushing that back. They're going to keep pushing it back and pushing
Boston
it back.
Celtics could have got a good center and
They did. They got Tristan Thompson wasn't a bad
Tristan Thompson can't block or defend.
They
need a big.
No. Listen. Tristan. I think Thompson's definitely better than Cantor. I would take Thompson over Cantor any day.
Yeah, Cantor can only score.
Their center rotation. The Celtics center rotation is pretty good. It's Robert Williams, Daniel Tice, and Tristan Thompson, which is not bad.
Yeah, Robert Williams could be pretty good. I love what he did in the playoffs.
No, to answer this question here, to answer that question there, Justin Jefferson's probably going to win rookie. He'll probably be rookie of the year. That kid from Minnesota has been impressive.
Oh, you guys heard about the Isaiah Ford signing?
So it's either going to be Herbert or Jefferson. Those two are going to fight it out.
Here's a sneaky candidate that most people are talking about.
You guys heard about the Isaiah Ford cut?
Rookie, James
Yeah, I did.
Robinson.
What a waste that was, huh?
He's on chance to break.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What was the point? We didn't even see what he could do. He got limited playing time. Was he supposed to be the punter? Because David Moncrief.
See, I'm surprised they haven't signed Moncrief or made him active and played him like.
No, I think they did. They signed him to a contract.
A 53-man roster. So it's like I want to see what he looks like. Hopefully they play him because they got to do something. But it's like 11:30, you bunch of degenerates.
Yeah, 11.
I'm about to check up out of here. I might jump on Call of Duty for a little bit.
Alright.
But once again, guys, thanks for hanging out with me.
And same here.
Thanks for hanging out, man. And appreciate all y'all. We about to check up out of here. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Lewis, you have a good night, brother. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I just wanted to do this for y'all and get y'all's feelings about get Pat's Nation's feelings on how the year is going to go. And hopefully we can finish strong. I know this has been a tough year for Pat's Nation, but hang in there, guys. I think next year is going to be good. I think they'll do what they need to do to hang in there and to get back competitive. And as frustrating as Bill can be, I think we can bank on him getting back to work and rebuilding this team. But once again, guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate everybody who joined in today. And good talking to Pat's Nation. And I will see you guys again very soon. Y'all have a good night and a good weekend. And I'll see you later. Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk. And we out here, guys. See ya. Peace.